Hello everyone and welcome to another Sovereign Citizen Sunday. I hope you're all doing well. Oh boy, do I have something for you guys today. It says the stream is experiencing issues, so let me know, like, am I dropping a ton of frames? Can you still hear me? Like, let me know what's going on. Because I'm uploading a video at the same time I'm doing this because I am in a hurry. How do I put this? Okay, so the video that we're going to be doing today, thank you, Good Ables, or Good Abbles, thank you for subscribing. So, dropping and lagging. Right. It'll get better once I'm done uploading the video. I apologize. Thank you, Techman Soban, for following. Sounds fine, dropping frames. That's okay, as long as you can hear me. So what's happening is... Oh, holy hell. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. Mike from PA just raided with almost 2,000 people. So that's great. No pressure. Hello, raiders. I'm experiencing some lag and frame drops right now because, how do I put this? I'm uploading a video that we have to watch. I was just about to explain it. Today we're doing Sovereign Citizen Sunday, but I often do Chud Watch, which is where we look at the news and right-wing bullshit and talk about it from a leftist perspective. It's a lot of fun, so give me a follow if you like what you see. What else? I'm a trans leftist streamer. I try and be funny. I'm not doing a great job right now, though. So, today we're looking at Sovereign Citizens. If you don't know what Sovereign Citizens are... Ooh, I'm gonna have to probably turn off that, like, follower notification, because that's gonna be going forever. I'm gonna turn off the alert noises, just for right now.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Let me see if I can... Oh, it's already me. We'll figure it out. Welcome, everyone. So, thank you, Arenas3 with 100 bits. Right, don't you love it when you get raided? Into when you're planning on going. You know, it's great. I appreciate the raid. Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much. Okay, so Sovereign Citizens. Sovereign Citizens are basically people who think the law does not apply to them. There's a particular Sovereign Citizen that I am interested in by the name of Marcel Bessette. Marcel Bessette is a Canadian citizen who claims he's not a citizen, claims he's a Chief Justice, and thinks that he can start his own society by claiming it so. He also thinks the United States government and the Canadian government are corporations, like private corporations, which they're not. We can talk about money and politics, but that's not what he's talking about. He thinks they are literally private corporations and that you are a slave. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, he went on a tirade recently. Oh god, it's still got 19 minutes to upload. I'll show you guys, how about this? I'll show you guys some of Marcel's other stuff since since you don't know about Marcel, I'll show you some of his other stuff and show you what he does, okay? Let me turn this stuff off. So Marcel, believing that he is some sort of Chief Justice, even though he isn't, he's just a dude who's been on Winnipeg's top 10 most wanted list, I'm not making that up, calls government agencies and claims they're committing genocide and will basically threaten them that he will sue them if they don't comply with whatever bizarre claims that he has against them. In this one, he's calling about COVID restrictions. He seems to think that COVID restrictions are somehow genocide, and therefore he's going to call and threaten this lady. So let's check it out.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda. That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Private law notice. Wondering who's in charge of your department. I'm just providing legal notice and private law notice under common law and natural law. You guys are exceeding the limitation powers in the Corporations Act, and you're committing fraud and genocide on the public. COVID-19 isn't real. There's a bunch of experts and doctors around the world. We've sent you guys lots of information. So I'm just wondering who's in charge of your department, because they are willfully negligent, which means personally liable. No, I'm asking who's in charge of your department. You guys are taking complaints.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Do you understand that's criminal, not identifying yourself? And you're not a government, you're a USA-based corporation. What's your name? Or your supervisor's name? You cannot not identify yourself.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Then fuck you, bitch. We're coming for you. We're gonna come find out who you are through your work. I'm getting private investigators, and we're going after all of you. We're a real government, you fucking cunt, genocide piece of shit. You fucking feel me, you fucking bitch? This is all recorded. Lee, you're fucking done, bitch. I'm a judge. You're fucked.
So he's very calm, as you can see.
Capitalistic propaganda.
I'm trying to change the bitrate while we're uploading the video, but it's not letting me while we're streaming. So that's not good. Great job, me.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Yeah, he's a crazy person. There's more of these, too. Let me show you some other ones while we're waiting for this video to get done uploading. It's got 16 minutes, and then it'll be done, and the stream bitrate will be back to normal. I apologize so much. Right when we got a raid, too. We're on a level 3 hype train, also, at 52%. You feel bad for that lady? Yeah. He's kind of a huge piece of shit, if you can't tell.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
But by the way, the reason I have to upload a video is because the video I want to show you is a video that he posted. It's actually 2 videos, and it's full of doxing,
That's right,
racial
capitalistic propaganda.
slurs, the N-word, the F-slur, all sorts of stuff. So I had to bleep all that out so we could enjoy it.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Can I do this without the cam to help a bit? Would that help? I can turn the camera off, if that would help. I'm not sure if it will.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Let me see if I could find his other one where he yells at people, because I know we watched them before, and they're pretty good. Yeah, here's some.
Okay, so I'm about to phone Catherine from Manitoba Justice. She is the executive assistant to the main Manitoba
Propaganda.
Chief of Justice, which his name is... Let me find it. I think I would know it.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Okay. That's not what I want either.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda. That's right,
Diplomatic
capitalistic
matter.
propaganda.
Yes, hello. My name is Marcel of the Family Bassett. I'm phoning on a diplomatic matter. I had phoned last week. Today is the 12th. I believe it was on Wednesday last week. I phoned and spoke with
That's right,
Catherine.
capitalistic propaganda.
Maybe I can cancel the upload and just watch it on your video editor while you share screen. I can't. I tried that. And then, actually, you know what? Maybe if I do a whole share screen... Give me a sec. Let me
That's
try
right,
something.
capitalistic
I tried a
propaganda.
window capture and that didn't work, but maybe if I try just a full screen capture, it'll do it. I'll give it a shot. Window
That's right,
display
capitalistic
capture.
propaganda.
How's that one? Does it show it then?
Hi,
Oh my
everybody.
god, it
Marcel the
does. Uh-oh. Okay, I'll cancel the upload so the bitrate will get fixed.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Cancel upload. Perfect. Hopefully the bitrate will start to get better here in a second now that I canceled the upload. I apologize for that.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Just in regards to you guys, well, not you guys, but the police and a lack in process or a mistake in process. Basically, you guys are searching for me under another name known as Mark Zerwell. I've been listed as Winnipeg Most Wanted Top 10 for a warrant that doesn't exist, for an identity that doesn't exist, and I'm a sovereign and a signatory to Peacemaker Society, an unregistered, unincorporated, worldwide recognized voluntary association government organization. I've been waiting to hear back. If you guys could give me a phone call back, area code 204
Voss and Raven, thank you for gifting 5 tier 1
That's
subs.
right, capitalistic propaganda.
869-3461.
Is the stream, like, better than it was, by the way, let me know, please.
Again, 204-869-3461 at your earliest convenience. Basically, I've already contacted everyone from a number of attorneys general groups in the United States. We're supported by the Knights of Jerusalem, as well as a number of private law firms, unregistered, unincorporated. I'm also fully liable, so I'm actually a Chief Justice. And
Again, he claims to be a Chief Justice. He has absolutely no law degree. He has no knowledge of the law. In fact, his knowledge of the law is completely fake. He thinks that, like, countries are corporations and that you have to opt into the laws. He basically thinks the cops can't arrest me if I don't consent, which isn't how it works.
Separate jurisdiction. So if you guys don't correct your process, you're actually kind of, starting a big thing internationally, and I will happily use my political connections to make your phones ring off the hook. However, I would sooner just deal with this through you guys. If somebody could get back to me, again, my name is Marcel. I'm founding member to Peacemaker Society. You can view that at www.peacemake.
You get it. He's not a mentally stable person, okay? So here's the video that I edited. This is 2 videos put together. The first one is a video that he had where he freaked out on everyone. So I guess I should preface this for when I put this on YouTube. So Marcel Bassett, our favorite sovereign citizen, has gone off the deep end and decided to just go scorched earth on everyone. This man, I already, how do I put this? First of all, Marcel calls me out in one of these videos, which I appreciate. Hello, Marcel. You're always in my comment sections on your videos where I cover you. I love it, and I appreciate it, so thank you very much.
That's right.
Today we're going to be watching your videos where you try and tell everyone that they're going to get genocided. I would say, however, Marcel, thank you for coming. You should probably not use racial slurs and doxing people so consistently in your videos, for 2 reasons. First of all, because you're going to get your channel deleted, and that'll be sad for us, because then we don't get to see your beautiful face on Sovereign Citizen Sundays anymore. And secondly, because I had to take like an hour and a half to go through the entirety of the 2 videos and bleep all the slurs and bleep all the doxing. It's kind of a pain in the ass. So do me a favor, next time, cool it. So without further ado, let's check out his amazing freakout video.
I'm Bassett, Peacemaker Society. This is going to be probably the most genuine message I've ever done. I fucking hate all of you. I fucking hate you. Ever since I was a little kid, you guys picked on me, you were mean to me. When I was a teenager, I found out you're all fucking stupid. I became an entrepreneur and found out that you guys are all dumbasses. You get jobs and make other people rich while you stay poor. You pay taxes, you don't give a fuck. You're horrible, bad fucking people. Bad fucking people. And I used to be one of you. That's how come I fucking know. You're more worried about tax write-offs than you are that you sold your fucking kid. Who I used to work, or who I used to know as a teenager, you'd rather work for the Canada Revenue Agency than do the right thing. Don't give a fuck about anyone but yourselves because you're fucking alcoholics. To all the people who criticize me, you're fucking... And I'm gonna let the Freemasons fucking burn you to the ground. I am glad the elites are gonna fucking kill you all. I'm staying independent as Peacemaker Society, but I fully support them fucking murdering you people.
Okay, let's take a breather for a second, because this is going to be an exhausting video if you're not ready. Let's take in the scene for a second. First of all, this James Bond villain speech is taking place in his home office, it looks like, perhaps in his bedroom. He does the evil villain speech in the wardrobe that you expect, a bathrobe, and nothing else. He has a laptop from, looks like 2003 on the table, next to a pipe to smoke marijuana, which I appreciate. Good on you, Marcel. TV, not too bad, and yeah, just general decor. Your corkboard got a little too much stuff on it, Marcel. I would suggest you clean it out, but you know, your organization is your own business. Now, on to what you're actually saying. First of all, naming a bunch of people intentionally, maybe you don't intend to dox them, but in the second part of the video you start naming people's addresses, or at least one individual's addresses, which I had to bleep, of course. Not generally a good move to try and dox people. Not a cool thing to do. And secondly, wishing death on people who disagree with you, kind of a dick move, generally speaking.
That's right.
Also, the
capitalistic
Freemasons
propaganda.
are like a weird fraternity gentleman's club. They don't control the world.
I will have nothing to do with it because I don't kill people. I'm peaceful. But after 12 years of trying to bring you guys freedom, fuck every one of you who doesn't learn. You're about to be fucking murdered. Everyone you know is about to be fucking murdered, and you deserve it, you piece of shit. And I'm fucking glad they're killing you so I don't have to. If I didn't have my oath, a lot of you would be fucking dead already.
He'll claim to be peaceful multiple times throughout this video, and I don't think Marcel understands that wishing death on people is not a peaceful act, and
That's
threatening
right,
them
capitalistic propaganda.
further is also the antithesis of peaceful. The organization that he is the head of, basically, by the way, is ironically named the Peacemaker Society. So
That's right,
yeah.
capitalistic
You
propaganda.
actually wouldn't because I'm not psycho like that, but you fucking deserve it. And that's why through my life I intimidated the fuck out of all of you so much. Because fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck. Fuck everybody. You pieces of shit. To all the people I taught.
Who is he directing this video towards?
nothing funny
There
about
were other
the tools of
people in his
capitalism.
organization known as the Peacemaker Society, who over time left because all the things he's trying to teach are bullshit, pseudo-legal nonsense. So over time they left, and he's
That's
very
right,
mad at them for not
capitalistic
supporting
propaganda.
his nonsense society.
And you didn't found your own society. Fuck you too. To my critics, fuck you. I'd kill you before you talk shit to me to my face, motherfucker.
He's
That's
very
right,
peaceful, though.
capitalistic propaganda.
And I wouldn't kill you, but I'd hit you in the face a few times.
Oh, good. He stepped back. He won't kill us, but he'll assault us. Good.
Fucking for sure, before my oath. Now I have my oath, but you know what? I'm going to decide what I want to do with that. Peacemaker Society is an experiment. It still exists. I'm not shutting it down, but we're closed to all of you. I'm not teaching a motherfucker who doesn't pay us a shit ton of money because the rest of you deserve to fucking die. If you have no money, you're a fucking loser. You deserve to die. If you're fat, you're a genetic defect. If you're a fuck you from God.
That was an F slur, in case you don't know.
If you're worshiping at a church that's a corporation, fuck you from God. Fuck every piece of shit loser who supports this corona bullshit. Fuck all of you who don't understand your own sovereignty and spit on God. Fuck you from the bottom of my fucking heart till the day I die. I don't give a fuck about helping any of you anymore. You're on your fucking own. And everything I do works. I have bank accounts. We're unregistered, unincorporated. So if any of you think I'm quitting because of me and this not being real, it's fucking real. And I'm taking it off the market so you fucking die. So you fucking die!
Now, I am not a healthcare professional. I am not a mental health care professional. However, I get the impression that Marcel could benefit from some anger
That's right,
management.
capitalistic propaganda.
Maybe, I don't know, some calming techniques, maybe one of those weighted blankets. I don't know. This, though, not the healthiest.
I fucking hate you. You're a piece of shit. God scorns you, and I hope you burn in fucking hell. You'll notice this is the only video on my website. You're all fucking done. I have all the information. You want to pay me 10 grand plus? I'll pay you, or you can pay me and I'll help you for money. Because the rest of you deserve to fucking die. I don't care if you have a good heart, a bad heart. You're fucking useless. You're a genetic defect, and I'm glad the system's gonna fucking
right,
kill you.
capitalistic
So unless you have money, don't call me ever fucking again. We're changing our numbers. We're changing everything. We're very private going forward because I'm gonna revel in them fucking murdering you. The legal system's killing you, and I'm fucking glad. Freemasons, Illuminati, great job, even though you're fucking criminals I don't support.
The Illuminati is not real, and, what's the other one? The Freemasons? They started as a trade union
There's
and
nothing
then
funny
became a
about the tools of
fraternity.
capitalism.
They don't control the world. It's a club.
These assholes deserve murder, fucking kill them. I'm not fighting you guys anymore. I don't give a fuck what you do to them. Have a great day, everybody. Cheers.
right,
And the Freemasons, I'm sure you're real happy to hear that. My family lines are Freemasons and shit, I'm sure. Right? That's all my family, right? I'm not in favor of my family. I hate them as much as I hate citizens. And I don't honestly support the genocidal agenda, but citizens, you fucking deserve it. Enjoy getting fucking murdered, you dumb motherfucker. And if you're a citizen, you are a fucking...
That's right.
That was an N-word.
rest of your life, you're a fucking... Bye. I don't associate with any color, motherfuckers. Sovereign, bitch! Fuck you! And for 12 years, it's been my pleasure to shit all over all of you because I'm better than you. And I always fucking will be. Bye.
He just rattled off like 6 N-words in 30 seconds. So that's part 1.
Hi everyone, it is Marcel of the Family Bassett of Peacemaker Society, and we're gonna have another honest conversation.
He gets less angry in this one, but more vindictive, if that makes sense. This whole video is basically him trying to dox everyone who's ever worked with him and multiple family members. Of course, I bleeped all that out. Any identifying information. I think the only names in this I didn't bleep out are a time when two people's first names are used and they have the same first name. The rest, it's all bleeped. Because, you know, I'm not going to help spread him doxing people.
Obviously, over the years, I've turned into an angry asshole towards the general public. But I want you guys to understand how I got to where I am. And even if you guys don't understand, I'm doing this for historical purposes. The reason I do these videos is a little bit therapy, but the main reason is so that when the future freedom fighters come to defeat the legal system, they understand the journey that those of us who cared laid out before.
So some delusions of grandeur going on. He believes that he is the seed that will grow into a mighty oak of resistance against law existing. Good luck with that, Marcel. I don't think this will last on YouTube for a week, much less be preserved as a historical record, but, you know.
So I want everyone to understand, when I found freedom...
I'm shocked these haven't been removed from YouTube, by the way. He uses, like, racial slurs multiple times in both videos, and they're still up.
I was poor. I was living in a one-bedroom apartment.
What's his channel? Marcel Bassett is his channel.
I had a roommate who was renting one of the bedrooms. I had lost my house a few years before. I had just finished getting out of an apartment with no power. I was living with coke and crackheads. And the man she was dating at the time, they were homeless. So out of the goodness of my heart, I let them have the extra bedroom because I'm a sweetheart, and that's what I did. Also, when I started this journey, people need to understand, everybody knew me. I was very involved in the weed community, so everybody every day would stop by. My place was called the Chill Spot. They would all open up to me about their lives, what was going on.
What I'm getting from reading between the lines in that he was big in the weed community and that people would come by his place all the time and it was called the Chill Spot is, it sounds like Marcel was a drug dealer, which is weed. I don't care. I don't give a shit if anyone sells weed. Like, I think the prohibition of marijuana is stupid, so I don't really care, but I find it funny that he kind of skirts past that, but later in this video, he'll accuse his other friends of being drug dealers, even though it appears that he was a drug dealer at some point.
I was very popular. Everybody knew me. I was tough. I would stand up for people. Before I found the society stuff, I got involved in the downtown community. I met all the gangs. I met people from Mad Cow. I met everyone Big Mama knew. I met who rolls with Hell's Angels on a regular basis, even though he has nothing to do with them directly. He's independent. I met everybody. I met Troy. I met the other Troy who were in the ecstasy trade. I met everybody. I was on war councils. I sat with people ready to kill each other and would negotiate peace.
At this point, I genuinely can't tell if Marcel is a compulsive liar who is making all of this up, because he gets into stuff later too. He's like, oh, I ran, you know, I was part of the Italian mob, and he says all kinds of stuff. So I can't tell if he's had like legit the weirdest life ever, or if he's just a compulsive liar. I'm leaning towards compulsive liar, but who knows?
I did that day in, day out.
Propaganda.
Hold on, I gotta do something about the alerts going off. Thank you everyone for following from the raid, by the way, I appreciate it.
That's right, capitalistic
But that
propaganda.
noise is gonna drive me crazy, so give me a second to, oops, that's not what I wanted to mute. Display capture, there we go, and window capture. I'm gonna go turn the noise off for now. Alert box.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Follow. There. Hopefully that'll be mute for right now, just because, you know, it's constant. There we go. Better.
For many, many years. I was in the process of becoming a very violent man. I have been charged many times in my past before the society journey started. I was 29 when I found out basically that governments are a corporation, which is true. SEC.gov.
The government is not a corporation, not a private corporation the way he's saying. He always cites SEC.gov for this too. SEC.gov. Oops, wrong one.
There's nothing funny about the
SEC.gov.
tools of capitalism.
He cites SEC.gov when he says that, but that's not really how citations work. You need to, like, give a specific page. He's claiming that SEC.gov says that the governments of both Canada and the United States are private corporations registered in Washington, D.C. But this is just the homepage. This is what he cited, SEC.gov. And, you know, obviously there's nothing to that effect
Funny about the tools
on the
of
website
capitalism.
because it's not true, but especially not on the homepage. That's not how citations work. Come on, Marcel. You can do better than that.
And anyone who doubts that, you're fooling yourself.
There's nothing funny about
So
the
when I
tools
found
of
that out,
capitalism.
Wait, is the noise still going? I thought I turned that off. Oh, that was for subscriptions. Gotcha.
and you guys can call agencies, ask them if they're limited liability.
funny
They
about the
absolutely
tools of
are.
capitalism.
They're also listed on Dun & Bradstreet in Canada.
Being limited liability doesn't necessarily mean you're a private corporation. Government agencies can be limited liability. That doesn't make them a private corporation.
Manitoba Justice.
Limited liability just means your personal assets cannot be involved in legal battles between someone and the entity you work for, right? So if I have an LLC, for this or whatever,
nothing funny
if
about
someone
the tools
like
of
Marcel, for
capitalism.
instance, were to try and sue me for some reason, he would lose because he's, you know, he has no claims. But either way, let's say Marcel wanted to sue me, and I have an LLC. He would be able to take assets of the LLC if he were ruled in favor of, but he wouldn't be able to take any of my personal assets. That's limited liability. The liability is limited to the organization that you are operating under. This
nothing
is
funny
often
about
for
the
private
tools of
businesses. If you ever
capitalism.
see a company name and then it says LLC, that's what it means, limited liability corporation. However, limited liability doesn't only apply to limited liability corporations. That's just the main purpose of an LLC. A government entity can also be limited liability. So, like, if you do something for a government agency and you're an actor of the government agency and something happens and the government agency gets sued and is ruled against, it's limited liability in the sense that you personally working for that organization can't have, like, your house or your car taken from a ruling against the organization you work for, in that case a government agency. Limited liability does not inherently mean you are a private corporation. It just means you are shielded in some way from litigation against the organization you work for and your own assets.
But anyway, I'm not getting into the technical side as much as how I became an asshole through this. So I was a little bit of an asshole to begin with, except for I would use it against the odd person. In general, though, I found people pretty frustrating, but I had a lot of people. I thought a lot of people were solid. I thought that Hell's Angels was solid. I thought the Italian mob was solid. I thought all these people were so solid that they'd stand up to the system. Then through hanging out with them, I saw they were really abused. You know, indigenous people, you know, they get searched and beaten, and black people, and then all my...
I would agree. I at least know in the United States, like, people of color get unduly treated poorly by the police. I would imagine the same thing applies to a certain extent in Canada. That's probably true.
Criminal people I knew were getting beaten up by cops. This one girl that I dated, her friend was hung upside down and beaten with telephone books, and her breast ruptured. The Winnipeg police are really greasy pieces of shit. And I knew that before I ever got involved in the society, but I never knew why. I just thought they were picking on criminals. I thought that's how it was. And just so people know, I never was religious. I never gave a fuck about Freemasons, Illuminati. I didn't even know what that shit was when we started, or when I started this journey. So basically at the time, I was handing over thousands of dollars to certain people every day. And through that, I had a lot of respect. I was making people $30,000 to $60,000 a month.
Doubt.
I wasn't making that, but I was making people money, so I was basically untouchable. So long story short, I got raided. Cops put guns to my head in my own home over some pot.
Again, I don't think that's right. I don't think the prohibition of marijuana has helped anyone. And yeah, it's entirely possible the police way overreacted when they went into his house and he was selling pot. Was he only selling pot? I don't know, but either way, if you're selling drugs and stuff and you're non-violent, I don't see the need for that. I would agree. They probably overreacted.
Which is now legal, so that was all bullshit. But yeah, so they put guns to my head. They threatened the other guys in the apartment with me. One talked, one didn't. I was looking at 3 years in jail, possibly, if convicted for the pot. Which I medically qualify to smoke, and even back then. And one of the guys I was really close with, he said a whole statement saying that he had seen me this and that, and it was a lie. So that's... Oh, what's his last name? I can't remember his last name right now, lucky for him, but he was part of Crazy Indian Motorcycle Gang. He's an idiot. He was a rat, and eventually they kicked him out. And for me, letting the Crazy Indian Motorcycle Gang know he's a rat, I almost had to fight them for a couple of years because their leader, who again, were cool at this point.
This is what I'm saying when I'm saying that it sounds like he's a compulsive liar, because he's like seamlessly jumping between being a drug dealer and talking about beefs he had with an entire motorcycle gang. It's unbelievable.
But he wouldn't believe me. He was being an idiot and starting shit. When I was the one who did him the solid, and his fucking crewmate almost put me in fucking jail. But again, it all worked out in the end, so fine. Even though we almost got in a knife fight at one point, and I was calling him that he loved rats right to his face. And again, he doesn't. We worked it out. Everything's cool. If you're watching this, I got no problem with you now. We're cool, whatever. But as far as this journey goes, so wound up being one of the founding members. He was my bro. I thought we were fucking tight. And then is another guy who founded the society. He was younger though. He didn't really... I mean, he was the guy who told me we could do this, so I brought him on to honor that, but his wife got all scared and they fucked off about a year into it. They abandoned me. Period. They just ran off. Another thing I want to say is a lot of people that I tried to lead, as soon as I try and lead them, they get resentful that they're not on my level.
You're gonna see some, like, megalomania or, again, more delusions of grandeur throughout this video. He consistently has a message of, like, I'm the greatest person in the world. I'm in the top 1 percentile. I'm a genius. He literally says he's a miracle. Like, it's real out there.
The fucking loser who owns that place who pulled out at the last minute when I had hundreds of staff hired to work at his restaurant, and like a coward, he backed out at the last minute. He fucked me over. Was supposed to come to meetings every week to help me run this from when we started it. He fucked me over. Okay, my sisters, I told them. I explained to them what this is, what we have. They understood it, especially. And she chose not to found her own society, go work for an airport, stripping Indigenous people of their rights every time she enters their name into a computer. So I told her.
That one confused me. Okay, so his sister, I guess, works for an airport, an airline, or something. Maybe the airport, maybe a specific airline. I don't know how it works. And he's saying that every time she enters the names of indigenous people in the computer at the airport, it takes their rights away? It's like Dale Gribble shit. Like, who thinks that just putting your name in a computer takes your rights away? Marcel, your name is in the computer. You have a YouTube channel.
She's a piece of shit. That's my sister, and it breaks my heart. But when I was 29 and I found freedom, okay, I was a fairly bad guy before that. I did a lot of good stuff, but I did a lot of bad stuff. I was just trying to make my way in the world, right? So when I found freedom, I recognized, fuck, God activated me. He told me, go bring this to people. But I'm like, man, I am the wrong fucking messenger. Okay? In politics, if you're going to do politics, you better be squeaky, squeaky clean. Okay? I was running with crews. I know every type of criminal in Winnipeg at that time. I was doing enforcing, protecting people I knew from people robbing them. I had crews I protected. I had 30, 40, 50 people coming in and out of my apartment.
You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe our entire world is just like a GTA video game and Marcel is the main character. That's how he can both be a drug dealer and running with biker gangs and protecting the mob. He's just the main character in a Grand Theft Auto game and we're all NPCs. Makes sense now.
Every day. Okay, hustlers.
It's also why he thinks the law doesn't apply to him, because every time he gets arrested, they just take, 5% of the money in his wallet and then he gets let out.
Dealers, you name it. Okay? And I knew everybody. And I had all of their respect because all I did was support any piece of shit and anything they were and have their back. Okay? My mom and my stepdad have not called me once since I was 14 to even make sure I'm okay. Okay? I had hope in my heart and I thought people were good people when I started this. I knew there were a lot of shitty people, but I figured on average, most people would care about their freedom. The reason that I've done this work is I care.
Marcel, most people care about their freedom. The problem is you think people have freedoms that they don't have. You think people have freedom from consequences. You think people have freedom from the law, and they don't. The law applies to you whether you want it to or not.
Cared more about you than your own parents, than your own friends. I put everything I am. I used to be able to beat people the fuck up and get away with it all day, every day if I wanted. I gave that all up 12 years ago, and I'm the one who cares. You guys. I'm who cares. That's why I've done all these videos. I didn't have money, and I put every cent of my money into this society. Me, only me. Nobody else. No one else pitched in. Bought one computer for me in the beginning when I didn't have money.
So someone did pitch in. They bought you a computer. Computers aren't cheap.
Okay.
Especially back then. That was like a decade and a half ago. Now you could buy like a Chromebook or something for relatively cheap. But this was like 10 years ago. Even a cheap laptop is still, hundreds of dollars.
Would you leave your mom and dad behind? Would you leave your brother and sister behind to teach strangers who shit on you every day? I guarantee you wouldn't. Would you spend your money,
Yeah, Marcel, by the way, again, of course, all of this is my opinion. I'm sure you're still watching. This is all opinion, and I do not consent to be sued by you. Remember how that works, Marcel? You say you need consent from both parties? I do not consent to any liens. I do not consent to any legal action being filed against me. And remember, if you try and take action, then you're just proving that your own belief system is wrong.
Food money to launch a program. Most of you wouldn't. I did. Okay, I moved into one-bedroom, roach-infested places so I would have the money to pay our head office, all of the development that we were doing, and everything else that went with it. I've paid every price for 12 years while all of you won't even study the work that I laid out in front of you and fill in the blanks on a fucking letter. That's what breaks my heart. That's why I'm an asshole. I still fucking care. But the reason I get mad, and I'm not even as mad at the public, I mean, I am pissed with you guys, but a lot of you don't know what the fuck is up. I'm mad at the people around me. I'm mad at the woman who says she loves me and doesn't bring this to you guys. For 6 years, she loves me to pieces, but she won't help you fucking assholes. And the longer that I do this, I understand, and I'm starting to be on their side. And that's what's fucking with me, because you need help. Freedom needs help. Everything is being taken, you guys. If you don't see COVID and the restrictions as completely unlawful, you're a fucking idiot.
It's not unlawful. They're public health measures to try and stop a global pandemic that's already killed. And I know you're in Canada. I think they're probably handling it better. And also people are more spaced out in most places in Canada, though you do have your, city places. I understand that. But, like, handling it better than America. In America, we have 400,000 people dead as of today. They think by February we're going to have 500,000 dead people. It's serious? It's serious? Maybe take it seriously, Marcel, for 5 seconds?
A Lisbon court. You know what? Let me pull this up right here, right now. All these people who think... Sorry, I gotta put these on so I can see. All these people think I'm this fucking lying asshole, and I'm not. I care enough to tell you the truth, even though you guys shit on me for it.
Here's the thing, Marcel, it's entirely possible that you believe all the things you espouse. It's possible. I've called you, in my opinion, perhaps, a compulsive liar, but that might not be the case. Maybe all this wild stuff is true, and maybe you even believe all this stuff that you're telling people about how the law works. But the thing is, even if you believe it, you are mistaken. You are mistaken, Marcel. You do not need to consent to the government for it to have power over you. The government has power over you de facto because they can back up that power with force. You don't have to like it. You can work to change how things operate. But, like, the federal government has power because they have a military, they have the police, they have local governments that are on their side, and they have, for the most part, the consent of the governed. Like, it's not magic words. The law doesn't apply to certain people because they consent. It applies to them because it's the law that is enforced by the people who have enforcement power.
Every day, and you don't help, and you wasted your lives studying dumb shit. So it's really traumatic for me helping all of you, and the reason I'm so bad at this, as far as how I interact, is because no one I know will be a bridge between me and you. No one will put up with you guys.
I'm sure that's the problem.
And a lot of them won't put up with the way I am towards you guys. Okay, but I started off positive. When I started this, you guys, I was so optimistic. For the first 3 or 4 years we did this, I didn't get mad at the public. I was perfect. If you watch our interviews, I was perfect. But how long can any of you spend every penny you have to help strangers you don't even like, than to give up everyone you love to teach people you'd rather punch in the face? Okay, and most of you I'd rather...
I was a nice guy. I just wanted to punch everyone in the face.
Rather fucking knock out than help. And back in the day, I would have. And the reason I get so mad is because I gave that up. I gave it up to become what needed to be, instead of staying the piece of shit I was. And a lot of days, I wish I were still the old piece of shit I were. With exception that I'm doing better financially and everything is better. But again, you guys need to remember, I paid for all of this, right? So the reason I turned into such an asshole, you guys send your kids to public school.
The framing of this video frustrates me a lot too. I didn't do this, guys. He framed this video this way, I'm pretty sure. Unless the RIP program I used did it. Hold on, let me take a look. Marcel Bassett. Yeah. No, he framed it this way. It might have zoomed in slightly, but he's still out of frame, a lot of it. That's very frustrating.
Public fool system. They're being trained by a corporation to think you're an idiot, to strip your community standard, make sure your kid doesn't respect that. Also, the school doesn't have to give back your kids. They can force vaccinate them when they're there, and you can't even pick up your kid.
Annie B17 says, I feel like he's absorbed all the aggression of the entire nation of Canada, and now he's leaking. It's like a portrait of Dorian Gray, except instead of like old age and injury, he just absorbs all of Canada's mean-spirited thoughts. Now it's too much for him to bear.
It's if they don't give you permission, right? So get your kid out of fucking public school. Also, everyone I ever studied growing up, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, Brian Tracy, Rich Dad Poor Dad, they all teach people that work jobs are idiots. They're losers. And the reason if you're broke, that's a problem, is because you offer no value to anybody around you. And if you do, you don't monetize it, which means you're a sucker. Right? Now, I'm not talking close friends and family. You want to help them out, go ahead. But the reason I'm such an asshole is every friend I thought I had, every solid gangster I thought I knew, are all punk bitches. Not a fucking one of them will rise up, do the right thing, and fight the system.
Now, if I knew a bunch of Italian mobsters and biker gang members, I certainly wouldn't go on the internet and call them bitches. Also, Marcel, you claim to be a Chief Justice, but do you have a gavel? I feel like maybe I'm a little bit more of a judge than you since I have a gavel.
Okay, I tried recruiting gangsters to fight police. I tried everything, and no one's gonna do shit. I always wondered, studying history, how it is that World War II happened. How did Hitler take power? And you right there are how Hitler won.
No, that's not how Hitler took power at all. Hitler took power because of the economic downturn that happened in Germany as a result of World War I, and them losing World War I, and then the concessions they made during the, armistice and all that stuff. And then Hitler radicalized a bunch of people. Actually, I should back up. The Nazi Party, the National Socialist Party, as it was called, was a socialist movement at first, but then people like Hitler came along, installed themselves. Hitler hated socialism, but he took over a socialist movement, purged all the actual socialists, and turned it into a fascist nationalist movement. He then attempted to take over the country by force, was put in prison for a while, where he wrote Mein Kampf, ended up getting out of prison, ended up getting installed as part of the government, and then when the actual head of the country died, Hitler installed himself as the Fuhrer, and basically, started the fascist dictatorship that we know today as the Third Reich. Really, really scary stuff. It wasn't because of a virus or people wearing masks. It was because fascism.
Sitting there like an asshole while they took over, and that's what's happening with COVID right now. There are concentration camps, you guys. Relocation centers, you heard of them? Like, fuck.
He's mentioned that several times, and I don't know what he's talking about in reference to Canada, right? Because if he was talking about the US, then you could argue that, immigrant detention centers where they're, holding children and stuff in cages, yes, absolutely, I would agree. But I don't know what he's talking about, and I tried to Google relocation camps in Canada. I don't know if anyone else knows if he's referencing something real and misinterpreting it, if there is, I don't know. I don't know. But as far as I know, there aren't, Hitler-esque concentration camps, so...
Even today, fuck. Where are you guys going out selling what I teach? Go fucking...
Field hospitals that have gone up in rural areas, I assume for COVID. Does he think those field hospitals are concentration camps for some reason, even though they're there presumably to treat people and test them for COVID?
Bring it to people. And to those who say I charge money for this, it's been free the whole 12 years. The whole...
You had a thing on your website that had a price thing laid out.
The whole system was free in my videos every second of every day. Had you studied it...
Before that, it's entirely possible it was free, though.
Watched it, written it down, looked up what it meant, you'd have your fucking freedom, you fucking assholes. So the reason I'm an asshole now is I gave the best of myself to everyone my whole life. I stood up for every stranger I met. I helped women getting raped in the streets. I've been thanked by the Crown. I've been a top producer for hundreds of companies around the world. I've been trained by all these corporations, how everything works, how security interest works. I was a natural gas broker. I understand all of that. And the reason you guys are suckers is you fall for false wombs. They create a false womb around you, whether that's your sporting team, whether that's sending your kids to public school, whether...
Oh, is he referencing isolation sites in Canada, maybe? Hold on. Someone sent a link. Let me take a look at it. What you need to know about COVID-19 isolation sites and the conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories about internment camps, part of rise in misinformation, Trudeau says. There are a few different COVID-19 isolation facilities currently available to Canadians and plans for others in the future, none of which are internment camps, as some skeptics have been expressing online. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau recently assured Canadians. Since the start of the pandemic in Canada, the federal government has been paying to accommodate international travelers returning to Canada in hotel rooms or other lodging sites to facilitate their 14-day quarantine period. According to Health Canada, October 12th, 3,922 travelers have used the federal sites this year. There are currently 11 federally designated locations and 2 lodging spaces in Toronto, Montreal, Winnipeg, Vancouver, Kelowna, Calgary, Regina. I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing some of these territories. Whitehorse, Fredericton, Halifax and St. John's. As well in Toronto, a different type of isolation facility. So they're places that if you were out of the country or whatever, come here for 2 weeks to isolate. That's not what a concentration camp is. Marcel, do you think that Jewish people and LGBT people went to concentration camps in Germany for 2 weeks and then went home? That's not how the Holocaust worked.
That's the job you go to every day, to be a fucking own dumbass idiot who's getting taxed out of most of your money. Okay? Whatever you're doing, if you don't understand your rights, you're a fucking idiot. And you don't even care. Okay? Many of you won't buy membership. I spent a fortune developing this. The shit's not free. It never was. And I made it free for you out of my kindness. Some people gave gifts. Thank you to those who did. Right? Within that, though, you should all be giving gifts. You should all be funding what we're doing. And the fact you don't proves you're fucking dumb. Even the people who step up to help. You step up on your terms. I'm the one with the plan. You all come to me for help, and then you get upset when I tell you you're going the wrong direction. When I did the first show, you asked me on again. You just...
Someone had a link about the airport thing. Let's take a look. Ontario to end practice of birth alerts that's led to babies being seized from new mothers. The Ontario government is directing children's aid societies to stop sending birth alerts to the controversial practice of notifying hospitals about newborns they believe may need protection, which has led to babies being seized from new mothers. These so-called birth or hospital alerts disproportionately affected racialized parents, particularly Indigenous and Black mothers. Associated Minister of Children and Women's Issues Jill Dunlop said the Ontario Native Women's Association applauded the announcement on Tuesday, saying Indigenous women have pushed for years for an end to the discriminatory practice. The ministry doesn't specifically track birth alerts, Dunlop said, but in the past year, she said 442 children were removed from their mother between 7 days and 12 months of being born, with 50% of those referrals coming from medical staff. Not to say that every one of these cases was the result of birth alerts, but it does provide an idea of how often newborns are often taken into care in Ontario, Dunlop said. She said Tuesday's announcement is one way that the province is fighting systematic racism in the child welfare system. So basically, what? People were having their kids taken away, and it was disproportionately affecting, like, people of color? That sucks. I'm glad they're ending that practice.
Called me and told me
it's one thing if people are legitimately negligent to their children or abusive in some way, but just like, I think you look sus, I'm gonna take that baby. That's fucked up. But it said they're ending it, so that's good.
to go on the show. I told you I needed prep time. You didn't respect that. I need time to prepare what you guys need to know if I'm doing a fucking interview. Right? That's why I got...
Showed up late. What's the censoring for? He's doxing people, and he is using racial slurs. So I bleeped all that out.
Mad. And everyone, when we were doing the Freedom event, I did all the work. 80% of it. So yeah, we were running it. Myself and then you guys pull bitch and won't fucking do it because you gotta come to our house for the fucking meetings. Fuck you! You and you piece of shit overpriced fucking weed.
Did you just call someone a weeb?
Fuck you growing your weed illegally, piece of shit.
See what I'm saying? He's like trying to implicate people in crimes. He's saying, like, he names a person's name, which of course I censored, and then says, you illegal weed growing piece of shit, trying presumably to get him arrested or something, which is funny considering Marcel seems to have, in my opinion, based on reading between the lines, have maybe been a drug dealer at one point. And he was just espousing, like, I don't think I should have been arrested for possession of weed, which I agree he shouldn't have been. But in the same video, he's trying to get someone else in trouble for growing weed. It's hypocritical.
Every one of you.
Does he name me? He does. At the end of the video, he calls me out for criticizing him.
Who fucking doesn't help me, I'm gonna fuck up your worlds by bringing you to legal account. All of you won't fucking help me? Fuck you too. I have the plan and you fucking doubt me? I've known you since we were 14. Have I ever been full of shit a day in my fucking life? You were my tenant and you moved out without notice and I was fucking homeless because of you. Right? And also...
I don't censor him when he calls me out because it's me and I'm fine because I want people to know that he's talking about me during that part.
I lost my fucking son because wanted to be a fucking bar star, a fucking whore, instead of staying home and raising her fucking kid. Because I stood up for my son and us having two parents at home, fucking gave him a fake fucking name at the hospital and they all lied to me about it. I went to work when they signed the certificate. I asked my mom and dad to come to the hospital when my son was born and they wouldn't even fucking come because they're alcoholics. Because they didn't come, I was able to fucking give my son the wrong fucking name.
I don't even know what he means by fake name. I don't understand.
And that was part of her plan to steal him from me because she called CFS on her own daughter after she told her my understanding to go look for an apartment, and she called CFS.
Has he said the N-word yet? Yeah, in the first part he said the N-word about 6 times in the space of 30 seconds. He says it a couple times here.
Said that
all bleeped, obviously.
That abandoned our son and fucking took him. And then she blackmailed that if she didn't sign over all of her rights, she'd never see our son again. Then I got served with papers from CFS that never even contacted me to see if I wanted to raise my fucking son. And I was not able to go get him because CFS was protecting him with them, even though they're fucking piece of shit parasites. I would have raised my son way fucking better, but I was never given the chance. When you fucking bring up the fact that I let you take him, I thought you were gonna come back to me. You came back to me, we spent a week together, I proposed to you. I had my natural gas brokering lined up so we could earn $700 a day by working 2 hours to take care of our kid. But you went and decided to be the fucking whore going to the bar. And yeah, I cheated on you when you were pregnant because you were a lying cunt who told me rent was coming and you lied about everything, so I did that to break up with you.
So he calls his ex-wife a whore, or his ex, they weren't married, I don't think, because he said he proposed to her. So he calls his ex a whore, and in the same breath says, and yes, I cheated on you while you were pregnant. Marcel, who's the real whore here? Just a question.
And I was gonna forgive you. When you allegedly got raped, I fucked you afterwards. I made love to you, and I didn't care if I was getting fucking AIDS or anything from who allegedly murdered or raped you and shit.
This video's getting demonetized.
Okay, I was there for you in every fucking way, and your whole family turned your back on me over that knife fight. You and that fucking loser you were living with in that foster home, his girlfriend or friend who was a girl, a guy beat her up, and I went with you guys to back you up to kick his ass. Okay, he pulled a knife, he stabbed me, I defended myself with a knife, and you all blame me. This has been my whole fucking life. To everyone in the Maples where I stood up for you when we were teens and you turned your back on me, fuck you. When you came to my house with Rod and all those guys to jump me, fuck you. I remember you, bitch. All of you who ever turned your back on me as a teenager, fuck you. I have been the solid for everybody in my whole fucking life, including God and freedom when I learned what the fuck it is. And to the people out there, if you don't understand that the nation state is a corporation, you're a fucking SEC.gov. Go look it the fuck up.
Again, when you just cite SEC.gov, it doesn't mean anything. It just takes you to the SEC website. If you want to cite a specific thing from the SEC website, you need to cite that page. You can't just say SEC.gov. That doesn't mean anything.
And if you don't, fuck you. From every soldier who ever died for your freedom, fuck you. To everyone choosing legal jobs and public school and your job, your citizen job.
These are racial slurs he's saying right now.
Fuck you. I would have never said the N-word a day in my life when I was younger. Ever. But when I became a badass motherfucker on the streets with Cruz, I got my card. Okay?
He's hard R-ing, by the way. Not that it really matters, but, you know. It's the worst of the two versions he could be using.
Got that permission. I am the hardcore fucker where if you want to fight with me over that, you lay hands on me, I'll fucking kill you. I say whatever the fuck I want. Freedom of speech is allowed, and if you take action to harm me beyond that, you're the fucking criminal, not me. So
Oh, free speech is allowed. Good. Okay, Marcel, I know you're watching this video. Remember that you just said free speech is allowed, meaning I can say everything that I've said and continue to say. Just so we're clear.
Fuck you. I wish everyone were more honest. I say the N-word, but I'm not a racist. If you're black, brown, white, yellow, purple, green, I don't give a fuck. Are you smart? Can you do the job I fucking hire you for?
If you are using a racial slur as indicative of someone's intelligence level, that's not better. You get that, right? You understand that that's worse? At least as bad.
And at this point, I'm not even hiring people. You go learn my course, found your society, go teach others. I'm a fucking miracle. Most of you could never find a lawyer to do an identity document. I fucking did that. To all the people calling me lies and shit, to whoever's laughing at me right fucking now, fuck you, you fucking goof. Back in the day, I would have kicked the fuck out of you. And now that I'm peaceful, here's my fucking lawyer notarized identity fucking document. Motherfucker.
That's the name of a notary. So he had this, like, BS legal document written up, and he had it notarized, and he seems to believe that something being notarized means it is official and therefore valid, when that's not what a notary means. My mom is a notary. A notary is just someone who is an officially recognized and certified witness that a document has been signed. Like, you can write whatever you want on a piece of paper and then pay for a notary to come and watch you sign it. It doesn't mean that they, like, went over the document and made sure it's legal. Like, my mom doesn't have that capability. She's not a lawyer. She was just in a business where she needed to be able to witness signatures and stuff. So, that's not what notaries do.
In repute for 20 plus years. She's been around for fucking ever. Okay? Affidavit of identity. That's her affidavit to my fucking identity, you fucking idiots. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you guys are a scam. Fuck you. Okay? I'm not showing the fucking account number. Peacemaker Society, motherfucker. And we're unregistered, unincorporated. A sovereign association bank account. So I'm not a 501c. I'm not a corporation. I'm not any of that. Also...
Okay, that doesn't make you... For those who aren't familiar with our previous looks into Marcel stuff, Marcel believes that he has started his own society, and not society in like the colloquial, we have a club or we have a, an organization. He thinks society in the term of like, like American society is a society, Canadian society is a society. He thinks that he has created like a sovereign society within the borders of Canada. You can't do that.
Since I got into this, I don't take money from the legal system. I fucking beat it. I'm not nice to any legal agent. Swing Kids, the movie. When you make their life easier, you help them. That's how Nazis took over, you dumb fucks. This year, everyone's fucked. And it's going to get worse. But food shortages are coming. And the Great Reset, they're supposed to take all your property. And if you guys don't...
That's a bunch of conspiracy theory nonsense. None of that's going to happen.
No, when you registered it, you gave up title, idiots. Called hypothecate. Look up a Black's Law dictionary. And that's the jargon lawyers use.
It's always Black's Law with these people. Let's look up hypothecate. Hypothecate. Pledge money by law to a specific purpose. Hypothecation is the practice where a debtor pledges collateral to secure a debt or as a condition precedent to the debt, or a third party pledges collateral for a debtor. Okay, so like in my mortgage, I have a mortgage for my house. My mortgage is collateralized by the property itself, the house. So if I failed to make mortgage payments, the bank could take my house because technically they own it, right? That's how it works. That's fine. That doesn't mean they're going to seize your property immediately for some conspiracy theory reason. It's just how they hedge their bets, because loans as they exist today are basically bets banks are making on the person they lend the money to. They're saying to you, okay, you can go and live in this house, if we're talking about a mortgage, and make mortgage payments over the next 15 or 30 years, depending on the term of your loan. And you're going to pay us interest on the house, but they bought the house up front, and now you're paying them back with interest. And they are basically betting on you being able to pay that off, right? That's why they want people with stable incomes, with earning potential to get loans so they have a higher chance of getting all that money back with interest. And if you don't, they are hedging that bet by saying, okay, you can't pay us back. Now we have the property and the house is ours, and we can sell it to try and make the money back. That's just how the financial system works. That's not a conspiracy. It's just the financial system. And you can agree or disagree with that in terms of like how property works and how housing works. That's fine. I understand that. But I'm just describing how it exists today.
To rule you, so maybe fucking read the book. Give up your sports, give up your booze, give up being the assholes you currently fucking are. I did. Yes, I'm an asshole verbally now, but in action, I'm a good guy every fucking day. I don't fuck people up anymore. I don't beat them up. I don't associate with gangs or bikers. Okay.
You just said you knew gangs and bikers. Are you saying any more? Are they gonna like you shit-talking them online? That seems like a bad strategy.
Okay, if you're any kind of piece of shit and you come near me, I'll fuck up your world.
No one's gonna come near you, Marcel. It's fine. Everyone will leave you alone.
I became the good guy, and yeah, I used to be a bad fucking man.
Good guys generally threaten to hurt people. That's usually how that works. That's why Superman all the time is like, I'll fucking kill you! And everyone's like, yay, Superman! At least that's how Zack Snyder writes him. But, you know, normal Superman isn't like that.
I had good silver lining in there. I didn't murder, I didn't rape, I didn't that shit. But think Italian mob.
Is that your bar? Well, I didn't murder or sexually assault anyone, so...
That was my mentality. I figured whole legal system's out to fuck you, fuck them. I didn't trust politicians, I didn't vote, I didn't any of that shit. And if you did, you're a dumbass. Punk-ass bitch, little bitch from school. Hall monitor motherfucker, you're those fucking losers. And worked for the court system, and she supports it fully, even though she left it. When I brought this up to them, she attacked me. She told me she's gonna get judges after me and shit. Fuck that bitch! Every judge you know, fuck you. Fuck you. And laugh or whatever. These eyes, you know if they were in the same room with you, you'd shit yourself, you little fucking cunt.
I would be terrified if I were in a room with an unstable person. You're right.
Fucking bitch-ass fucking nobody. And Eric, I saw your photos. You're a fat fuck. You think you're tough? I'd fucking destroy you. Fucking destroy you. The big guys, just so you guys know, I was a bouncer, at the Curtis. I'm fucking tough. I'm tough as like...
What's he saying during the license plate sections when it isn't the N-word? Either he's using some other slur, like the F slur or the R slur, or it's someone's full name, and I'm blurring out, I'm bleeping out people's full names so they're not getting doxxed.
Fucking come it. I'm 5'7", 150, and I can beat people that are 6'3", 6'7", right? I use wrestling, I take you to the ground, then I beat the Curtis. I'm fucking tough. I'm tough as they fucking come it. I'm 5'7", 150.
5'7", wow, 3 inches taller than Ben Shapiro. That's pretty good.
And I can beat people that are 6'3", 6'7", right? I use wrestling, I take you to the ground, then I beat your fucking ass before my oath. Now, again, I have an oath. But that's why I became an asshole. You guys are the fucking assholes. You won't even learn my fucking system. I spent the time, the money, the effort. I risked my life. I've been to court. I've been on Winnipeg Top 10 Most Wanted. You all won't suffer for your freedom for a second. And that's why, fuck you, you deserve what's coming. So, again, I will have marketing teams out sometime in the future when I feel like it, but I fucking hate all of you, and the way I came to hate you is my mom and dad abandoned me. My sisters don't give a fuck if you all die. Every gangster I ever knew is a little bitch. You're a fat fucking cunt tub of shit loser. I didn't want you to join to fuck with cops. I wanted you to join because you're supposed to be a leader in your community. You're allegedly indigenous. You allegedly care about your people. You fat fucking bitch. Fuck you! All these people were supposed to help me and they all turned into cowards. And that's why I don't respect
Did I edit this? I did.
any of you because you're all fucking cowards.
That's why I was so late to start the stream today, because I had to spend time, and every time he mentioned someone's name or said a slur, I had to pause the video and cut out the audio and put the stuff on there.
I am an asshole, but I'm the asshole that could get the job done. I'm a miracle. None of you could even pull this off on your fucking own. Again, there might be the odd individual out there who's a fluke, but I'm in the top percentage of smart, badass motherfuckers who got the job done.
Well, that's unfalsifiable, so I guess I have nothing to say about that claim, Marcel.
So that's how come I got bitter. I also had staff try and blackmail me. Fucking that piece of shit, if anyone knows him, tried blackmailing me. That's why I wound up on Winnipeg Top 10 Most Wanted, because when he tried blackmailing me, I reminded him, I'm not going to do anything to you, but I know where you live, idiot. And he still tried blackmailing me. I could have that fucker shot in the head if I wanted.
That's a threat. That's probably illegal. I don't know Canadian law. Is that legal? Can you just threaten people like that? I don't think that's okay.
And I didn't even threaten that, but he's a fucking...
I didn't threaten that, but I could do it. That's a threat. We call that a threat, Marcel.
goof. He was hired on commission, and when pay didn't come fast enough, he tried blackmailing me. And that's what derailed our office, along with that fucking bitch. I can't remember her name right now, but she knew my ex, who works for the Department of National Defense and lives at...
That's the part where he straight up just, like, doxes her completely and gives her home address.
She still works for Department of National Defense, and she's helping house the soldiers that are gonna come fucking kill you guys and force vaccinate you and shit. And fuck you. They had 3 years to come on board. She helped a little bit, but she decided to be the cow fucking coward she is and stay a citizen and help the system kill y'all.
Is there someone we can report this to? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know who you would even report it to in Canada. If someone's Canadian and knows who to report this to, maybe do so.
She says we're not real, even though...
The police know about this guy already. He was on Winnipeg's Top 10 Most Wanted at one point for fleeing from the police by moving without telling them while he was under investigation. And there was another time where he gave kids $100 and gave them a bunch of his business cards, and people were like, well, that's creepy. Don't give children that much money and give them your business card.
She helped us open our bank accounts, and she decided to leave.
The Royal Canadian Mounted Police? You don't think they'd care? I don't know. If someone's in Canada, that's your business to report this. I don't know anything about it.
After 6 years and abandon us and you guys. To all the people I hired, I've hired thousands of people.
Or you could just report it on YouTube, I guess. Yes, it is just a YouTube video too.
Thousands to fucking help me who didn't fucking help. Fuck y'all too. Y'all judgmental fucking pieces of shit. And all of you who think you have the right to judge me, fuck you. I'm your superior in every way. And if you judge me in person, I'd fucking end you before my oath. And now... you just wouldn't get near me anyway. So, again, I'm doing this all for historical purposes. I know most of you watching this, it isn't going to help you because you're too stupid to look up or understand what the fuck I said.
That's definitely true. I'm much too stupid to understand Marcel.
But I want you to understand, to the people I did mention, I'm going to destroy all of you one day. When my money comes, there will be no fucking mercy, and any legal habits you have or anything in the legal system you enforce, I'm going to fucking destroy you.
He's peaceful, though. Remember that. He's peaceful.
Starting with... all of you, fuck you. As long as I live, I'd be very fucking afraid of the shitstorm I'm going to unveil on you. And to all of you who think the legal system's good, Epstein Island, the pedophilia shit, that's the legal system, motherfuckers. The Pope, pedophile, legal system, motherfuckers. He's the Roman Emperor to this day.
There's a direct connection between the Vatican, the Catholic Church, and Rome, but the Pope is not a Roman emperor, right? Rome doesn't exist in the way that it used to exist. They're the Vatican now. And
Canada is a bankrupt nation state, pledges title to the crown. The USA went bankrupt in 33-2. United States of America is Washington District of Columbia.
No, it's not.
Canada Inc. is SEC.gov, registered Washington District of Columbia.
There probably is a Canada Incorporated, but that doesn't make it the government of Canada.
That's a District of Columbia.
Let's take a look, shall we? Let's look up Canada Incorporated. Canada Incorporated. So it's a company in Canada that is a subsidiary of a different Canada, or a different company, rather. It's not the Canadian government. It's a company called Canada Incorporated that he thinks is the Canadian government. Like, no, this is a media industry. They're in publishing and broadcasting. This is not the Canadian government. This is a company that is called Canada Inc. It would be like thinking Federal Express is like the federal government because they have the word federal in their name. I'm sure there's like an America Incorporated and a USA Incorporated too. But those aren't the government. Those are private corporations named after the country they're in.
Be a corporate jurisdiction ruled from Colombia, you fucking morons. Real tired of explaining this shit. And to Hannah, whatever that cunt's name is, and anyone else who criticizes me, you're fully fucking liable and we're gonna come after you.
Actually, as I stated, Marcel, all of this is my opinion, and I do not consent to legal action against me. And as you know, since you believe this is the case, you cannot bring legal action against someone unless they consent. And I do not consent. Case dismissed. Get a gavel. You'll sound more legitimate, Marcel. Buy a gavel. They're $20 on Amazon.
And because you don't know law, it doesn't even have to be for what you said about me. I'm just going to look into how you operate your life, and you're technically incorrect a million ways, all of you, and my administrators can lien you, bill you, and it's not paper
It's a felony to file false liens.
terrorism. If you commit a crime, you're liable under natural law and common law, motherfucker, and my private law. So the reason I'm an asshole is because you're all useless cunts, you fucking losers. Even that guy from Detroit Threat Management's a punk bitch. That's why I called him the N-word, because he said if he had to challenge Clinton, he'd sign a letter and that's it. He's not going to stand up to cops for you. And if you think he is, you're an idiot. Enjoy getting killed. I'm the leader in this, you guys, and if you can't see that, you're fucking dumb. Dumb as shit. No one else is going to give up what they love. No one else is going to pay for your freedom for you. I paid for your freedom, eh? I paid for it all. It's all sitting here. The videos are free on YouTube still until I take them down. You dumb fuck. 12 years it's all been free. And if you haven't heard of us yet, blame your friends. I've hit critical mass a few times, and y'all choose not to share my shit? Fuck you! You fucking own piece of shit garbage motherfucker. I fucking hate all of you. Seriously. And I'm not talking about the strangers. If you're worth your salt, let me know. But to all the people I knew, fuck you. Fucking everyone. Fuck all of you. You see me around, step up and tell me how you feel about what I just said, and I'll show you how I fucking feel. All of you who think you have something to say to me, trust me, if you were in front of me, you'd be shitting your fucking pants.
Again, yeah, if unstable, manic, threatening people were in front of me, yeah, that'd be scary.
Look in these eyes and see the wrath of God, motherfucker. See a dad who lost his son. See a scorned son whose parents are all still alive and never call him. See a man who had thousands of friends who would all rather sell out than be the right fucking stand-up thing, you motherfuckers.
Remember that scene from The Dark Knight where the Joker uses a video camera and he's got a guy dressed as Batman tied up and he's got the camera and it's way zoomed in? This has that vibe.
Even the town I live in now, I explain this shit to people. They keep operating their businesses. Chamber of Commerce, when I joined, I explained this to businesses. They don't give a fuck. They just want to make money off you assholes. And they're going to keep doing it too. Keep shopping at Walmart. I've never shopped at Walmart a day.
That was another racial slur.
Since I learned my fucking freedom. Those are the concentration camps.
No, wait, that one was the F slur. Now I remember.
Camps too, eh? They put barbed wire around the top when FEMA comes. Again, here they built their own concentration camps, but
he thinks Walmarts are going to be turned into concentration camps. Which doesn't seem very profitable for the Walton family, but okay.
If you don't know your freedom, fuck you.
Should I make money selling craft dinners to obese Canadians? Or should we start a concentration camp that will make us next to no money?
And if you're not helping Peacemaker Society, fuck you. If you haven't founded your own society, fuck you. And you think I'm an asshole, you're the asshole. I'm the guy who fucking did everything it took from the moment I found out about freedom to save it, and you're the ones who haven't done shit. Fuck you. I spent every penny, I made everything happen. So go fuck yourself. And anyone who thinks I did this for money, I paid for all of this.
His teeth are so yellow, it's because he smokes weed a lot. That'll happen if you smoke constantly.
Money didn't help for shit. I put it into programs, and I've never needed your fucking money. Your selfish ass is the one who's selfish, not me. Fuck you. So that's why Marcelo, the founder of Bassett, became an asshole, and you can all go fuck yourself if you don't like it, because you honestly should be put down instead of me even explaining this shit. And historically, to the people coming, fighting for freedom, keep it up, do a good job, and anyone who gets in your way, fuck them. Take my...
This was uploaded like 4 days ago.
...solidness and unleash it on their fucking face. Later, guys. Bye.
Oh, Marcel.
You're more worried if I didn't get so you... I don't give a fuck what you do to him. Have a great day, everybody. Cheers. And Freemasons, I'm sure you're real happy to hear that. My family lines are Freemasons and shit, I'm sure. Right? That's all my family, right? I'm not in favor of my family. I hate them as much as I hate citizens. And I don't honestly support the genocidal agenda, but citizens, you fucking deserve it. Enjoy getting fucking murdered, you dumb motherfucker. And if you're a citizen, you are a fucking... The rest of your life, you're a fucking... Bye. I don't associate with any color, motherfuckers. Sovereign, bitch! Fuck you! And for 12 years, it's been my pleasure to shit all over all of you because I'm better than you. And I always fucking will be. Bye.
Yikerinos, Batman. That's, bad. That's bad. Do I need to... Ooh. So that is Marcel Bassett. Those videos are still up. They were posted 4 and 3 days ago, respectively. Honestly, I downloaded them, at least in part, because, for one, I obviously wanted to show them to you guys, but also, his channel might get deleted because of this stuff if it gets reported, and I'm not telling anyone to do that, because I don't care. It's none of my business, but, like, YouTube doesn't look kindly on that type of thing, typically. So, I would suggest to Marcel, since you are watching, if you would like to retain your YouTube channel, probably get rid of those videos. Just because, you know, not usually a good look for a white guy to go around screaming racial slurs, you know? Not a great look. So that's Marcel. Again, my favorite sovereign citizen just because he is out there. He is so out there. Let's move on. That's enough of Marcel for the day. Jesus. Urban Heat asks, where do sovereign citizens get their ideology? Because this makes no sense. Do they even support land back? Because really only indigenous folks have a claim to sovereignty in that way. Like, this is effed up. Often it's people who have been in trouble with the law in some way or another. Sometimes it's a child support thing. Sometimes it's just they want to be able to go around without a driver's license and registration and stuff, and they will get conned by people into believing that by using certain words and operating in certain ways and saying they don't consent, that the law somehow doesn't apply to them. Of course it does, because that's not how the law works. If you could, like, opt out of the legal system whenever you wanted, no one would be in jail, no one would be in prison, so... It's just a nonsensical worldview that people get to, especially when they get desperate. It's sad, but it is what it is, and a lot of people try and make money off it.
The shit's...
Oh, someone was just linking the video in the chat. I wondered what that was. Okay. Anyway, so that's Marcel. We still have, yeah, anyone who was here from the raid, by the way, thank you. We're not done with the stream, but I just wanted to say thank you for hanging around, anyone who has, and, yeah, give me a follow if you like what you've seen so far. And my YouTube channel, youtube.com/HannahReloaded. So let's see what we're going to do next for sovereign citizens. Sovereign citizen attempts to right to travel while his mother is in the car. This is from Van Balian, who does a lot of sovereign citizen clips. Let's take a look.
This is my ID. My identification.
These great legal minds apparently can't figure out yet that if you're filming something, you should take your phone and do this. Maybe that'll be in the next lesson. I don't know. Thanks for letting me know you got home safe, Baja.
You asked for identification. I'm providing identification. Okay.
So do you have one? Yes,
Man, can I please get a supervisor? If you're not honoring my identification, can I please get a supervisor out here? Please? Can I get a supervisor out here?
Typically people like this, again, like I said, they don't believe driver's licenses and license plates, registrations, and insurance are something that is legally required. They are, at least in all 50 states in the United States. I'm sure there are some places somewhere that don't care. But here we do. It's for safety reasons. It's for tax reasons, to make sure the roads can be maintained, because it costs money to keep those up. And as I've said before, if you have a car on your own private property, like at your house or whatever, you are allowed to drive without a license and registration. You can do whatever you want. You can drive around drunk on your own property if you want, though I wouldn't recommend it. But once you get onto public roads, it becomes a public safety concern, and you do need these things because the roads are operated and maintained by the government. Yes, it's paid for with your taxes, but you personally don't own the roads. Society does through the government maintaining and owning them. So you need to have a license, you need to have a registration, you need to have all these things and comply to the laws of the road. It's pretty simple.
You wanna...
Give me that.
Ashiboo74, happy birthday.
Give me that. Does it have to be the first one? And it's paper, so...
Don't talk to the police. I would generally agree. Like, if you're being questioned for a crime, you're going to want to get a lawyer, even if it's a public defender. You want to say lawyer, lawyer, lawyer. I agree. However, in a traffic stop, you are required to identify yourself to a police officer, and you are required to give them your ID. You need to do those things.
Can I get a supervisor if you're not honoring my ID, boss? I'm not trying to fight with nobody. I'm just honoring. Yes. This is my full identification for me to travel. You can read, correct? Exactly. That is my full identification, boss. No, I do not. I've been pulled over multiple times. This is a 1091. You guys are trying to force some issue right now on me. That is not even serious. I know, I understand. Lord, I understand this. Can you please provide me with a supervisor? Y'all making us late right now. We're just trying to handle the situation. We don't need to talk about anything.
He did. He said the traveling thing. For anyone who's here from the raid and you don't know about the traveling thing, one of the things that sovereign citizens believe exempts them from the law is they believe that if they don't classify what they're doing as driving, then they don't need to have a license. So they'll say, I'm not driving, officer, even though they're clearly driving a car. They'll say, I'm traveling in my personal conveyance. They believe by playing word games and, like, trying to redefine legal definitions that they can somehow exempt themselves from the law, even though that's not how it works. It's like they saw one too many episodes of Perry Mason or something, where, like, some legal loophole came in and saved the case at the last minute, that they think that's how it works in real life most of the time. It's not. You're driving a car. You're operating a motor vehicle. That's driving. You are driving the car.
Just provided you with identification. You asked for that. Now can we move on with the situation? Either write me a ticket. We don't need to talk.
Does he not have a driver's license? No, he doesn't. Am I siding with the police? I'm not siding with the police. I'm citing the law. Like, I would agree, a cab, sure, but, like, it doesn't mean that you can't drive around without a license. I can disagree with the systematic issues at play within the police systems in the United States while also recognizing that there are laws that are there for a reason and you need to follow them.
About anything else, I just gave you exactly what you asked for, boss. Can we please get a supervisor?
Perry Mason, how old am I? I'm 26.
Can we please get a supervisor, yes or no? I am not answering no questions. I'm not obligated to answer no questions. You are a public servant. I ask the questions, okay? Now, can I please get a supervisor? I understand. Am I being detained right now? Yes or no? Am I being detained right now? Yes or no? Yes or no? Am I being detained? Yes or no? You just said no. I want you to say it louder.
Very, very difficult.
I'm not being... I asked you for a supervisor.
I'm asking you a very simple question.
Man, he's supposed to get his supervisor by law. Because if I was doing something wrong, they were supposed to get a supervisor to come out here and check me. They're not getting a supervisor.
I don't think that's necessary. If you're breaking a law, I don't think they have to bring a supervisor out to you just because you request one.
Well, just relax. Be quiet. Don't say nothing. They're getting excited because you trying to calm me down. I know my law. This is, like I said, this is a 1091. So, can you please call a supervisor?
If you've broken a law enough times that you know the specific code of your locality for that crime, you should probably stop breaking that law.
They're gonna come back, no tickets, no nothing. Again. And this is the 5th time this happened. Again.
Why is it not doing it?
Because I'm a private citizen and they don't know how to deal with us.
What's wrong with your license? You gotta.
Yo, where you going with my ID?
He probably has, by the way, he says ID, even though I don't think he has a driver's license. Sovereign citizens, ironically, will sometimes end up buying a private ID, which is, how do I put the, excuse me, it's basically a BS ID that other sovereign citizens will sell each other. It's not actually registered with the state like a real driver's license. It basically just has their picture on it and maybe their name, and it says, like, I am a private citizen, I do not consent to your law, you know. It's a bullshit thing. I've seen some really badly laminated ones, too. But, like, you know, it's not a real ID. It's not a legal ID, I should say.
All right, I'm just making sure you're not trying to disappear with my ID because you took my ID under duress. Just to put that on record.
Baked Alaska tried to escape the FBI for the Capitol attacks by trying to fake his own death. What? I gotta take a look at that. Hold on. People sent me this obituary of Baked Alaska. It ain't real. By now you probably know that he was arrested by the FBI. If you wonder what his obituary is, well, Baked Alaska thought he could escape the law by faking his own death. What a genius. That's exactly the kind of stuff I would expect from him.
No, it ain't. Listen, they work for us, Mom.
Welcome,
That's the
Daddy
reason why
Sume.
they told me. Look. They said I'm not detained. As soon as he said that I'm not detained, I was supposed to. That means they're.
Did I forget to post this on Discord? I think I did. Hold on. Whoopsie. I did forget to post this on Discord.
Holding me in their court conducting an investigation. Well, if I'm not detained, I'm liable to leave. We don't have to talk no more. They could have just passed me back my ID as soon as he said no. I just wanted him to say no louder for my camera to hear it. He said no, mad quiet. Like, fuck out of here. Nah, we good. We good. We don't need no accessory.
But what I'm saying, this had
for the Discord, if you put exclamation point Discord in the chat, it should pop up.
This always
No
gonna
space.
happen. Anytime a cop get behind us, this is what's gonna happen. Just be quiet.
be careful. Where's your driving license?
I don't need no
Registered.
shh. You seen what I gave him? That's all I need. I'm supposed to get tickets. They supposed to impound this car. I'm supposed to get locked up right now because I did not give him a driver's license. Watch what happened. Watch this. They're gonna come back. I'm gonna be like, where the tickets at? I'm gonna ask them where the tickets at. They're gonna say, oh, it ain't no
That
tickets.
turns them on. Don't argue with them.
They ain't arguing with nobody.
Don't argue with them.
Let me get a pen.
You don't have one in your car?
Pass me a pen. You don't got a pen?
I don't have one.
There's nothing funny about
How's
the
that?
tools of capitalism.
Who broke that? That wasn't broke.
Google74, thanks for subscribing.
Write this shit down.
It's saved in your phone. I saved in my. I'm telling you, it's saved in your phone. Record it in your phone. How do you record on here? Huh? Tell me how you record on here.
Recording.
Cut it off until they come over here, right?
They're gonna come back, pass my ID. Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, where my pen at? I need my pen. Can I just please get an apology because y'all just held up a lot of time, boss.
All right, sounds good. Like I said, I checked New Jersey DMV, your tag, even though it says expired August 17, 2020, whatever it says.
That XY girl says Marcel reported to his local Crime Stoppers. What do you mean by that?
They said it's valid till actually tomorrow, alright? So that was the reason for the car stop, and this is why you're not getting a ticket. Alright, sir? Drive safely.
Thank you.
Boss, I'm a traveler. I am not.
Sure. Let me be straight. You're not wrong. Alright, I don't know if you're still recording. That's fine. Let me be honest with you. We're not trying to bust your balls, alright? We're not trying to bother you. We're not trying to annoy you. We're not picking on you. None of that. The reason why you were stopped, again, was for the temporary tag that's on the vehicle that's expired, correct? And I was trying to explain that to you.
No, I understand.
Look,
I've
I
been
know
stopped
you've probably
over
been stopped
5
a lot of
times.
And I get that, but do you understand why you're being stopped?
No, I
No,
know
not just
exactly.
by other officers.
I understand why we're
Right.
being stopped,
So
but
we was
when you
thinking-
came, honestly, listen, I only feed
Y'all
off of
making
people
me like-
energy.
No, listen.
I don't understand why you would ever want to prolong your experience with the police. Like, I'm a white person, and I, wouldn't want to, interact with the police any more than I'd have to, right? Makes me nervous, right? I don't trust cops. I can't even imagine being like, all right, now apologize. Oh my goodness. It'd be like, I don't know. It'd be like if I was like confronted with a dog that I don't know, right? I'm not gonna mess with that dog. The dog might be nice, but there's a decent chance that dog might bite you, and I'm not gonna test it, you know?
Sorry,
At the end of the day,
listen.
I was only positive. I wasn't looking to, harm you. I wasn't looking. At the end of the day, though, you provided me with an ID. That's not a driver's license, correct? And all I needed from you was a driver's license and the temporary registration that came with that plate. That's all I needed from you. I can go back to my car and run it. You're valid. You're good to go. Now, you wouldn't even provide me with a valid ID. Technically, to be honest with you, you could get a
that's
summons
the
for unlicensed operator
thing.
because you didn't even pop in the system with this name and date of birth with a driver's license. Then we're not even gonna go there. We're not gonna be petty here. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm asking you for is next time have better attitude towards us, so we have one towards you. You know what I'm saying? If you come in off strong, then I'm gonna have to meet you. You know what I'm
I
saying?
always show respect.
Okay, so next them calling me. I
At the end
gotta,
of the day,
I
I'm
gotta
trying to
get
say is,
there.
if I ask you for a
We're
license,
leaving right now.
if I ask you for a license, provide a license. Not just me, any other officer. The only reason why is we're trying to identify you. That's
Hello?
it. You know, I've never seen an ID like that before in my life. Be honest.
Just to let you
Am I
know,
familiar
like
with
I said,
Lottie
boss, I'm a
Blix?
sovereign.
Can I
no.
You're gonna have
get
encounters
down
with
with the
people like this.
doctor?
This is my tags
never heard
right
of her.
here. These are my private tags. This is
Oh, God.
these are my private tags right here, boss. But I'm kind of in a rush right now,
that's
so
fine.
I'm gonna let y'all. If we meet again, we'll be able to have a full blown conversation. But I'm sorry. Y'all have a beautiful day. Get home safe. All right.
Sorry
Them.
about that, sir.
Okay, sorry. Someone else used a different pronoun, so I assumed. Sorry.
Have a nice day, alright?
Hello? Hi, this is Miss Reed. I'm on my way
No
out.
fucking tickets. Nigga said it's expired tomorrow.
I'm
Shut
on my
up.
way out.
Oh, God. Why do they do this? Not a good idea.
Nobody wants a desk job.
This is at an anti-masker protest, I guess? Can I expand this?
They can give you a job you're going to hate, they can make you quit. However, for the most part, guys, you still have a job. Police officers, at what point do you speak out?
Hold on, can I? Well, it's a little bit.
Nobody wants a desk job. They can give you a like what we saw happen to an innocent civilian who was criminally harassed.
What's the push for?
Officers,
Excuse me.
this is
Excuse
key
me, what is up with
information
this?
to criminal code violations
Back up,
that
please.
have taken
Back up,
place
please. Back up, please, sir.
by
Sir,
your
back up,
orders
please.
are
What's up with the
corrupt.
shove?
Do not
What's up with the
engage
shoves?
people. Do not engage. People about face, do not engage. Officers, I hold in my hand absolute evidence of criminal code violations by the people who are giving you their orders. These orders are illegal. Which one of you officers cares to see these crimes? Everybody come closer. One arm. Do not.
Let me repeat. This is over people being told to wear masks. This is Canada. They got a little Canadian flag on their lapel. So this is another Canadian cop thing. You're being asked to wear a mask because there's a public health crisis. Wear a mask.
Engage, you have the right to remain silent. These are absolute crimes committed. We are not going to leave. We are within our rights to be here. Your Section 1...
Oh, it's because of the new lockdown thing? Yeah, Marcel did another video that we didn't cover today that talked about the new lockdown round that they announced, and he was very upset about it. Surprise.
No precedence over the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. If you arrest me, you are committing a crime. Do you understand? Do you understand? I am not under arrest. I do not consent. I am... No.
You don't get... Where are these people getting this idea that you have to consent to be arrested? Like, do they think everyone else in prison just wants to be there? That's not how it works.
Oh, I do not know. No. If you touch me, it's assault. If you touch me, you are committing assault. You are invited. This is assault.
Hey, watch out! Whoa! You guys are gonna burn in hell! What you just fucking did, you will burn in hell! You just assaulted Kellyanne! They just threw her on the floor and threw the speakers on her! You guys are dead! You're dead man! You're dead man!
I know, but it's fucking ground.
Watch, motherfucker! You fucking piece of shit!
Trying to turn communism.
I know, right?
Man, they just think everything's communism. They just said this is communism. It's not communism to have a stay-at-home order. Calm down.
So unnecessary! I'll get you up, man. Unnecessary, guys! Unnecessary!
Hey, I hope you guys can all sleep tonight. Have a good sleep.
So unnecessary, man!
I hope my head froze.
Oh, they destroyed all the equipment, man.
These are like they're Canadian cops. These are also like the calmest cops I think I've ever seen in my life. They're dealing with screaming idiots and they're just like, hey, bud, come on, let's go. Can I turn it down? Yeah, sorry.
You guys can tell we're super peaceful. There's nothing happening.
You didn't have a badge and a gun. You might be something happening. Shame on you!
They act differently against Native activists. I'm sure they do.
In the audience, say thank you for doing this.
No, they're chanting "Choose our side."
The police have just taken away all of the equipment that these people brought. They're hauling it away. This is happening in Canada right now, in Toronto, Canada.
You guys are making a mistake.
Off the road!
It frustrates me to no end that these people don't give a shit about, like, being exploited by billionaires or money in politics, which I think is less of a problem in Canada. I think they have publicly funded elections. I guess I could be wrong, though. But, like, this is what you come out for? The fact that there's a public health crisis and you're being asked to be responsible and stay inside for a certain period of time to keep people safe from a virus that's irreparably destroying people's lungs? This is what you come out for? Really? Frustrating. The gold fringe thing.
And if you're new Teamster,
Are you threatening me? No.
What's your name then?
I'm not obliged to give you my name.
Thanks for coming, Stellar Noir.
Okay, so my name is Constable Ryan Parmenter. I've observed that you have been driving on a road in Queensland.
I haven't been driving on the road.
I observed you drive down the main street and you have driven this vehicle here to the school.
Well, I'm not driving, I am travelling.
Okay, you were driving by my definition, and I now require you to state your full name and address. I warn you that it's an offence if you fail to...
What is a sovereign citizen? A sovereign citizen is someone who believes the law doesn't apply to them and that they are sovereign, meaning that, like, the government, they are not citizens of the country they live in. They think that they are an entity unto themselves, and therefore no one has any authority over them, the government or the police or anything, basically. So they'll often drive without driver's licenses or license plates or registering their vehicles. Sometimes they don't pay taxes. They do a bunch of illegal stuff, basically, and think they can get away with it by claiming that they're sovereign. It doesn't work.
comply with my requirement, and you may be arrested for that offence. Do you understand that?
No.
Okay. I'm giving you a further reasonable opportunity to comply with my requirement, or you'll be arrested for contravening that requirement.
You know you're not even a real cop.
I am a real cop.
Corporate bug, you know that vehicle you're driving right there is a commercial vehicle.
Okay. Are you going to give me your name? Mate, I'm giving you a reasonable opportunity. If you're licensed, and I don't have an issue with it, I just want to know your name.
Why have you pulled me over?
Because I believe that this car's unregistered. Because there's no plates on it.
That's alright, because you took them off. That's why.
Just because a vehicle has plates on it doesn't mean it's registered.
Took them off. Just because a car doesn't have plates doesn't mean it's not registered.
That's true, but you haven't given me any evidence to say that it is registered.
I've just given you evidence there.
This is not evidence, this is an email.
Well, your refusal is answer enough for me. I
Okay.
don't have to give you anything else. I'm not going to give
You have to give me your name.
No, I don't have to give you my
I've
name.
given you a legal requirement to give
I
you
know
my...
my rights.
as with all SOV sets.
No, you clearly don't in this instance, because police have the power to require your name and
I
address.
don't have the power to do anything.
I do have the power to require your name and address. I've
Yeah,
given
have
you a
a look at
legal
this.
requirement. And if you don't want to be arrested today...
Right to refuse and incriminate oneself.
Okay, I have no right
I
to...
know my rights.
Okay, mate, you're under arrest at this point for failing to... to contravening a requirement by a police officer. And
anything.
you're under arrest, and we're going to establish your identity, okay?
I'd like to see your supervising officer.
Alright, jump out of the car.
No, I'm not getting out of the car. Hey, let me go. Let me fucking go. I haven't done anything.
Seatbelt off, mate.
No, listen, what have I done?
You're under arrest.
Even with arrests, non-American cops feel so much chiller. They're just like, oh, come on, mate. Let's go. Come on. We're gonna go to the station. Instead of, like, beating the shit out of him.
What have I done? What have I fucking done?
Failed to comply with our direction. You are now under arrest.
Fucking what have I done? Nothing.
Out. You hold on.
Fucking locked in the fucking seatbelt pants.
Undo it then.
What the fuck is your problem?
Get out.
What the fuck is your fucking problem? What
You're
the fuck is your problem?
You're under arrest.
Yeah, well, I'm not resisting.
You are.
Fucking don't. I can fucking do it myself, you queer cunt.
Put your hands behind your back.
Breaking my wrist, you cunt.
Put your hands behind your back.
Breaking your fucking wrist. Yes, I will put my hands behind my fucking back.
Well, then do it.
Fuck go.
Do it.
Let me the fuck go. Fucking. This is my fucking arm.
Then comply.
Oh, I will
Then
comply.
handcuff.
Did his body camera fall off? I think his body cam fell off.
Fucking resisting.
All right, relax.
You fucking queer cunt. Right. Ah! Fucking Christ!
Don't forget
So
your
this
camera.
most pleasant shuffle for this.
So do you understand what you're under arrest for this time?
No, I don't.
Okay, do you want
I
me
haven't harmed, injured, or fucking caused any harm to any cunt, so I ain't fucking under arrest for
Do you
nothing.
want me to explain it to you?
You want me to explain something to you?
No, I asked you a question.
You made an unlawful arrest.
I'm trying to be polite to you. We've made a lawful arrest.
You've made an unlawful arrest.
I've made a lawful requirement for you to state your...
I haven't fucking caused a fucking crime, have I? I haven't committed any fucking crimes,
We're trying to be nice and polite to you now, okay? And explain to you why you're under arrest.
Now that you've fucking got me in handcuffs.
We want you to understand why you're under arrest.
I want you to understand that I don't give a fuck what you say.
Okay. So you don't want to be explained to as to why you're under arrest at this point.
You fucking just handcuffed me in front of my fucking daughter, cunt. In front of the fucking school.
That's right. Another one of these
Oh, no.
Who the fuck are you, cunt?
We just wanted to see your vehicle's
You're
registered.
fucking stupid.
And we wanted to see your driver's license. You failed to comply with my requirement.
I don't need a fucking license to
and you're under
fucking
arrest,
travel,
okay?
cunt.
Yeah, you do to drive on the road.
No, I don't.
This officer gave the best.
No, I don't. Door slam. I guess you do. You just got arrested. Oh, no, another one.
Use it here to wrestle me on the fucking ground. Because I do not consent to unlawful arrest. I do not consent. No, I do not consent to this. Do you understand? I don't have to go anywhere with you guys.
You do.
I have not consented to anything. I do not consent. Do you... Look at me. I do not consent.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
I do not consent. No, I am not.
Yes.
No, I am not. It is my fucking right to stand where I fucking please. In my yard. Where you guys are standing. Do you realise that's fucking trespassing?
No.
Have you read the signs? Oh no, just hold on. Just hold on.
You're under arrest.
No.
You're under
I don't know what we're yelling about!
Fucking whole lot of yous. You're a fucking... Someone's supposed to fucking calm down. You fucking stands up. Fucking feet are getting cut up.
Jesus Christ. Oh
So
no.
until today, I've never
This one's
actually...
terrible. I think I saw part of this earlier. Let me see if I can find the original
So until
video.
today... Learning a language is hard, and it's absolutely worth it. If you're going to live in another country, you owe it to the respect of yourself.
Hold
So
on.
until today...
Do not explain why. Okay.
Hey, I've never...
So this is a guy talking about it, but this couple goes to Mexico, and they're sovereign citizens, and they try and pull the sovereign citizen stuff with, you know, the Mexican cops, and they don't speak Spanish, the couple.
You threatening me with armas? ¿Qué es tu problema? He put the guarda su arma. Eso es ridiculoso.
Estamos en un dispositivo de seguridad y la prevención del delito.
English?
Verificando.
One moment, please. You speak English? What is the problem here? You don't stop me in the road.
Can you imagine the gall to go to another country, get stopped by the police, demand that they speak your language, and then get mad when they stopped you? Oh, gross. The cop is wearing a Punisher thing on his shirt, though, or on his jacket. You see that? Oh, that's terrible.
¿Speak Spanish?
Very little.
Okay, perfect. Lo estamos haciendo un filtro para verificar que no traigan armas o drogas. Nada más checamos que no traigan armas y drogas.
For the record, the creator of the Punisher has said multiple times that he hates cops appropriating that logo, and in canon, the Punisher himself has said the same.
Drogas y se van. Ningún problema.
That's not English.
Okay?
No, no comprendo.
Okay. Que army, arm.
You're not the army.
Que no traigan armas. Que no traigan armas.
I mean, he might be the army. I don't know what Mexican military forces look like. I assume this guy doesn't either.
You know what? You don't get to question people on the highway. That's illegal.
I very much doubt that that's illegal.
Constitution of Mexico says we have a right to travel, okay? You don't stop people on the road. It's totally illegal.
Nada más vamos a checar.
No checar. Esta es mi propiedad.
Ok, permítame. Tu vehículo está en una vía pública, ¿ok?
No, mi vehículo es mi propiedad privada.
Okay.
Okay, but you're on a public road. You're on a... Again, I don't know Mexican law. I've never been to Mexico. I don't plan to anytime soon. Maybe I will someday. Who knows? I don't speak Spanish. However, if I was in Mexico and I got stopped by a cop or Mexican military forces, I would do what they say. At the very least, if I don't speak Spanish, I'm going to pull out my phone with their permission and try and use Google Translate to understand what's being said between us. Who goes to another country and argues with the cops?
Sí.
A ver. Nada más te orillas, te termino de explicar la situación y seguimos. Te puedes...
Okay, you're going to need to get somebody to speak English since this seems to be a legal matter.
Aquí no hablamos muy bien.
Okay, then you need to let me pass and stop molesting
nada
me.
más vamos a checar.
No, you're not checking anything.
Verificamos que trae...
No.
A ver, traes
There's
armas.
nothing to verify. I've not broken any law. You're the ones with armas. This man threatened me right here. Where's the guy that threatened me when I came up? Okay? You guys, I'm trying to pass, and he almost pulled a gun on me,
Oye,
which is
sí,
absolutely
igual
unacceptable.
queremos checar por qué el motivo de tu placa.
No.
¿Te infraccionaron o tuviste algún incidente? Es por
Who
eso
are you
que
with?
estamos checando.
Who are you with? Are you with the cartel?
¿Mande?
If they were, would you feel comfortable saying that to their face? I don't want one of those neckties. So, again, even if, and I've heard that, you know, sometimes cops in Mexico can be corrupt, as cops can be anywhere. But even if they were, I would comply because I am in a foreign country. And pragmatically speaking, I am not going to be the one to root out corruption in the police force. I'll do what they say, and then I'll get on my way, okay? Ooh, that rhymed. Susian.
Are you with the cartel?
A ver, pues tú puedes hablar español más o menos. Que estés ahorita usándolo de cierta manera, tu idioma es muy diferente. Sale, porque tú me entiendes bien lo que
You
yo
guys
estoy
speak English? Okay, well, you need to get somebody to speak English or I need to pass. One of the two. Dos opciones.
A ver, dame tus dos opciones. Ahorita vamos a hablarle a un intérprete que hable bien inglés para
No,
que te
I'm
explique
not
la
waiting.
situación.
No.
Y ya, ¿sale, caballero?
¿Es 2011 tu vehículo? ¿Es un Seat Leon 2011?
I'm not answering your questions. I've committed no crime.
Ah, ok. Igual estamos checando que los vehículos no cuenten con reporte.
La placa is in the
Sí,
rear if you want to
es
check
por
the
eso.
vehiculo.
¿Sí es 2011 tu vehículo?
You speak
Como-
English?
Como no traes tu placa delantera, igual por eso estábamos checando.
This is ridiculous.
¿Qué incidente pasó? A ver, tranquilízate, amigo.
No, you need to be tranquil. You threatened me con
A ver,
armas.
Tranquilízate, no pasa nada. Tranquilízate, no te va a pasar.
Sir,
no te
senor.
It sounds like, it looked like, rather.
Senor,
And it sounds like, I don't know if you saw, it looks like he has an actual microphone set up, like, in his car. Like, is he literally driving around Mexico to try and get in altercations to film for his YouTube channel or something? Because who has a microphone set up in their car?
Publico Road, okay? Esta es mi vehículo privado.
Okay, se te
Mi
entiende.
derecha is to pass. Your men...
See, see up here in the top right, kind of where the oil change indicator sticker thing is. He's got like a mic set up, wired in, and someone else is also holding a camera, and he has his phone as a camera. Definitely seems like to me that he was expecting this to happen.
Are criminals threatening me with guns?
A ver, aquí tú no...
Okay?
A ver, nada más te
And I
explico.
just want to pass peacefully
A ver,
and be
nada más
left
te
alone.
explico un poco de mi trabajo.
No toco mi carro,
A
por
ver,
favor.
Nada más te explico, no te va a pasar nada. Ni
Okay,
se te
we're
va a
gonna
hacer
speak
nada.
English. La ley dice, habla en mi
Could be for a hands-free Bluetooth, maybe.
language. Okay?
Sí, te voy a comentar un poco igual. Estás en México. Entonces nada más de lo poco que me llegues a entender, te voy a comentar un
Okay,
poco de
it's time for
nuestro
us to go.
trabajo.
Sandra, just don't open it. Let him do his thing.
Are they gonna try and run away from the cops?
A ver, amigo,
These guys are thugs. What is the deal with Hidalgo allowing these kind of criminals? Look at these guys.
Tranquilos, no se molesten.
Tú tranquilo. Tú tienes las armas.
A ver, sí, pero
Yo es tranquilo. Tú tengo armas. Tú tengo un militar en la calle. Tú es el problema aquí.
No, caballero.
Sí.
Te voy a decir por qué. Te voy a decir por qué estamos haciendo este tipo de operativos.
Okay.
La delincuencia en la
I
zona
don't
está
speak
muy
good
pesada.
Spanish, so you need to speak English, okay?
Okay, nada más te explico. Pero si de
No,
poco
in
que me
English.
entiendes.
Okay.
Okay, aquí te van a...
Buenas tardes. Mover, por favor.
A ver, de esa manera en la que te estás comportando no es la adecuada.
You speak English?
They have to legally let us
Yeah.
get
A
a
ver, de la
translator.
manera en la que tú te estás comportando
They
no
have
es
to
la
legally get a
adecuada.
translator or let us
Yeah, I know they can. What
That's not how that works.
they want to do is search vehicles. See, they're searching people's cars illegally here.
I guarantee it's not illegal. I'm sure they're checking them for drugs or guns or who knows what. I'm sure they're allowed to do that because Mexico has such a problem with cartels.
This is in Huichapan.
just outside of Huichapan.
Yeah, and they're just searching people's vehicles illegally, which is a complete violation of the Constitution of Mexico.
I don't know the Constitution of Mexico, but I'm guessing they can do this.
And legally, they're also required to get somebody if they
Nada más
want to
me
question us to
permites
speak our
checar
language.
tu serie que no cuente con reporte.
Okay, no entiendo. Habla inglés. Es mi primera.
Vamos a usar un traductor tú y yo. ¿Perfecto?
No, mi pásale.
A ver, ¿traes traductor en tu teléfono? Amigo, estoy hablando. ¿Traes traductor en tu teléfono?
No, I'm not using a telephone when I'm being threatened in the road
Yo voy a
by
usar
my
mi- yo voy a
tones.
usar mi traductor.
He's probably trying to get you either to use a Google Translate type program, or they're going to call someone at the station who does speak English to interpret for you. They're literally trying to accommodate your dumb ass, and you're like, no, not that way.
Yo quiero que tú uses tu traductor. Ya vas a ver muchas fotos. Nada más permíteme checar tu vehículo. ¿Ya te vas a retirar?
There are a lot of reasons people in other countries see Americans as really stupid. This is one of them.
I don't know what you're asking. My Spanish is not that good.
Ya te vas a poder retirar. Nada más el único procedimiento era verificar tu serie que no cuente con reporte. ¿Por qué? Porque estamos checando series de vehículos.
I'm
que
not
no
following
tengan-
what you're
A
saying.
ver,
The vehicle's
yo
not
sé-
stolen if that's
yo
what
sé
you're
que tú me
asking. It's
estás
my
enten-
vehicle.
Yo sé que tú me estás entendiendo. Tal es el motivo
They
que
don't
tú
think
estás
it's
aquí.
stolen.
De tu
They want to search it.
turista. Hablas, tú sí me entiendes. Que
Tú
estés
molestas a los
que
turistas.
estés- Yo no soy
Criminals.
molestando al turista. Simplemente estoy haciendo mi trabajo como seguridad.
No,
¿Para
tu
qué?
trabajo es la Constitución, señor.
Sí.
That
Chapoman posted a link to the Constitution of Mexico Wikipedia page. Let's take a look. Constitución de 1917. The Constitution of Mexico, formerly the political constitution of the United Mexican States, is current Constitution of Mexico. It was drafted blah, 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 blah. Let me see if it is. Every individual in Mexico has the right to the Constitution gives. These rights cannot be denied and cannot be suspended. Slavery is illegal in Mexico. Any slaves from abroad who enter national territory will, by this act, be freed and given full protection of the law. All types of discrimination, whether it's for ethnic origin, national origin, gender, age, different capacities, social condition, health condition, religious opinion, sexual preferences, or civil state, or any other which attacks human dignity and has an objective to destroy the rights and liberties of people are forbidden. Article 2, the Mexican nation is unique and indivisible. The nation is pluricultural, based originally on its indigenous tribes, which are those that are descended of the people that lived in the current territory of the country at the beginning of colonization, that preserve their own social, ethnic, cultural, political institutions. The awareness of their indigenous identity should be fundamental criteria to determine to whom the dispositions over indigenous tribes are applied. They are integral communities of an indigenous tribe, form social, economic, and cultural organization. The education imparted by the federal state shall be designed to develop harmoniously all the faculties of human being and shall foster in him at the same time a love of country and a consciousness of international solidarity in independence and justice. Said education must be free of bias as per the full definition of the word laika as used in the original document. Religious liberties. I'm trying to see if there's anything in terms of search, like stuff like that. But even so, like, America has stuff about, like, freedom from search and seizure. However, there are exceptions, right? They still have, like, DUI checkpoints in the United States. They still have places where you can be searched, or if you have probable cause, you know? It's just strange to me that this person thinks they know more about Mexican law than the Mexican either police or military, whatever this happens to be.
Esta es tu trabajo. Tu trabajo... Todos son criminals.
Article 11. Let me take a look. Everyone has the right to enter the Republic, exit it, travel through its territory, and change his residence without the need of a security card, passport, or similar device. The exercise of this right will be subordinated to the faculties of judicial authority in the cases of criminal or civil responsibility and to the limits of the administrative authorities on limits imposed by law of immigration, health and safety laws in the Republic over foreigners residing in our country. That's basically just about moving through it, you know, without the need of a security card or passport within the borders of Mexico. That's not really about search and seizure.
Criminales. Tu trabajo no es molestar la gente en la calle. No es tu trabajo. Tu trabajo es la protección de la gente y la Constitución en México.
Así es. Pero te voy a explicar. Artículo 11. No, artículo 10. What's 11?
11. Bueno, tu carro no tiene nada. Sale, te vamos a dejar ir. Te agradecemos
Es
mucho
todo
tu
el
cooperación.
procedimiento que nada más teníamos que checar.
I don't know exactly what you want. I'm not understanding what you're saying, but you're not searching anything. I'm not giving you any money. You're not robbing me. I'm not interested in cartels molesting.
Nadie te está pidiendo.
Ellos son criminals en México.
Nadie te está pidiendo dinero.
Haz lo que tengas que hacer.
Nadie, simplemente checamos el vehículo que no contara.
Look at these thugs. Look at this thug blocking my path here with his armas.
His hands aren't even on the gun. He's filming you. He just has a gun.
Amigo, te estoy hablando. Ya.
Ayuda!
Honk, that'll work.
You guys need to let me pass?
He's a brave man. I think he's a stupid man. Thin line, but he's definitely on the side of stupid.
Tú tranquilo. Tú molesta me y mi wife in the calle. This is ridiculous. Son criminales. Por favor, move amigos. Guarda su arma, amiga.
Tranquilízate, ¿sale?
Yo es tranquilo, tú es no tranquilo. Ese es el problema. Tomar un foto de esta.
Nada más permítenos que nos contesten por el radio.
No.
El estado del vehículo.
No más. Es 15 minutos, 20 minutos. Esto es ridiculoso.
Policía, ¿sale?
No, policía.
Te tienes que esperar.
Policía es la ley. Tú no. Esta no es la ley.
Demuestra el nivel de tu cultura, ¿sale?
Is he revving his engine? Don't do that.
Intentas atropellar, vamos a tener que usar la fuerza, ¿sale?
No entiendo.
Tranquilízate.
Need English.
¿Sale?
Necesito.
You have the numbers. You have the numbers from the car.
English.
I've waited a moment. I've been more than patient with you criminals.
English.
Put your gun away.
It's a rifle. Where do you want him to put it? Oh, let me put it in my rifle pocket. It's where it is. What do you want him to do?
¿Sigues faltando al respeto?
No, tú faltando respeto.
Tú no estás faltando.
Tú acting son criminal.
Atropellar. Crimen. Atropellar. Estás mal. Dale.
Habla más.
Igual, habla más. Igual.
Sí, es okay. Mi respecta la ley. Tú no respetas la ley.
Yo respeto la ley.
La ley es la Constitución.
Constitución, artículo 10 del párrafo 9
No.
al 10, faculta mi trabajo.
Artículo 11 is me right to travel. No tocar mi derechos.
El artículo 11.
Again, we read that. Article 11 just says you have the right to, like, move throughout Mexico without a passport. That doesn't mean they can't stop you to search you. That doesn't mean you can never be stopped in traffic. It means you don't require a passport to move from one area in Mexico to another. Which is pretty standard for any country. Like, you don't need a passport to go from, like, you know, Wisconsin to New York or anywhere within the United States either. But that doesn't mean you can't be stopped along the way.
16
también.
These two look like they're just having fun with these stupid-ass Americans at this point.
Ya me falta la serie, carnal.
Okay, so they're using some sort of translate program.
No, that's completely illegal. You can't stop people in the road. First of all, you've already had plenty of time to verify that. Second of all, you cannot just stop people. No.
They definitely can.
Alto la gente en la calle con no suspicion. We've been here like 20 minutes now.
It would have been over by now had you just, like, you know, let them search your car. They probably wouldn't have even searched it that thoroughly. They just have been like, oh, you got any drugs? No? Great. Move along. You've made this into a whole ordeal.
And we've got like 10 cops around us, and they claim it's some kind of checkpoint for checking for stolen vehicles.
I'm pretty sure it's for drugs.
No, you've had plenty of time to check my serial number. Is there a law that says how long that they can hold you for at a stop?
No.
I don't know.
Good. Yo pase. I think what they're really doing is they want to search vehicles for guns and stuff.
Maybe, and they could do that. You're in a foreign country. Obey the laws of that country. You don't have to like them, but it is what it is. You're not gonna upend the social structure of a country because you don't like what's going on.
Guns and other things.
Was he saying that?
He said he's using translate and trying to tell me that they just want to check the serial number to make sure the vehicle's not stolen.
People in chat are telling me they said drugs and guns multiple times in Spanish.
But it seems to me that I see him rifling through people's cars and stuff. Yeah, I know, and they've done that for the past 15, 20 minutes.
I'm so concerned they're just gonna let him go. I hate that. I've watched multiple videos with dumb Americans going to Mexico and getting into fights with cops over shit like this. And every single one I've seen, the cops end up letting them go because it's just too much hassle. And I hate it. I hate it so much because it makes these dumb people think they're right and they're not.
But I can't really go because they're standing in front of me with guns. There's really nothing to do other than I wanted to let you know what's going on. I guess other than that, there's not much more to do.
Is he seriously trying to drive away?
Sí, necesito pasle. No, I don't. What am I waiting for? I don't understand what we're waiting for. Get out of the road. Move your body.
Nada, tercero. Cuarto, noveno. Noveno, cuarto.
These thugs. Yeah, get him on the phone.
Yeah, it's a white guy.
She's put her hand on her gun several times.
On what?
The gal there has put her hand on her gun.
Yeah, you're trying to flee the police.
She's trying to be Look at her. Look at her with her hand on her gun, trying to threaten us. With her hand on her gun, all like a cartel member.
The only people with guns in Mexico are the cartel, apparently. The video's about to end, so I guess we're not going to figure out what happened unless the guy who's commenting on this says what happened afterward.
You guys have no right to hold me here. The Constitution is
That's
clear.
where you're wrong, kiddo.
You got him?
No, I'm trying to get a hold of him.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shame on you guys.
See you later.
The law is our rights. The law is protected. Our rights are protected in the Constitution. And I don't want to see Mexico become like the USA when it comes to our rights. People need
Oh no, is this the guy that was in the video?
to stand up. Checkpoints, police harassing us, searching our cars, these are crimes against the people. These
Oh, what an ass.
Hey guys, Gab.
Oh no. What a jackass. This guy's getting added to the regular sovereign citizen list. What an absolute douche. I cannot believe he posted this and thinks he's in the right. He's got another one that says, I ran from crooked cops in Mexico. Oh, God. He's gonna get thrown in a Mexican prison. He's gonna be on an episode of Locked Up Abroad. Foolish. Very, very foolish. Someone says they know him? What do you mean you know him? Like, personally? I would need some verification of that claim. Like, how do you know him? Is there a way to just search videos on this? Nah, that's a shame. Oh, he's a known figure in Eastern Washington? Gotcha. I imagine he gets into a lot of shit with the cops. Is this the same one? Yeah, it's the same one, I think.
So until today, says me.
Same asshole. Anyway, if you're in a foreign country, obey the law if you don't want to go to jail.
No, I'm recording.
It's a bad idea.
I'm recording you, okay? No, I'm recording. I'm recording you, okay? So what is it you're stopping me for, sir?
Failing to wear a face mask.
And I've already gave you my, and identified that I'm exempt and showed you my inhaler,
Yeah.
right? Okay?
So you tried to make and I've shown you mine.
The cop pulled out his own inhaler. Yes. Yes. Baha, my girlfriend, also has asthma, but she wears a mask. Like, all the time. Outside, and I'm pretty sure she wears one at lab, because she works in a lab.
Through the barrier, I walked through the barrier with my ticket, did I not, sir? Yes or no? Did I walk through the barrier with my ticket, yes or no? When you sir stopped me, I stopped.
Have you got ID on you? Yes.
Am I obligated to tell you? Give you my ID. Under what section?
Yeah.
Under what section?
Well, I'll tell you
Under
that
what
in
section?
future.
Can you tell me,
COVID
please?
law, Yeah.
What?
Failure to wear a face mask.
Under what section?
Yeah, a vehicle involved in
Am I obligated to give you my name?
Well, failing to provide.
Well, am I obligated to give you my name?
Listen, it's not the fact that you. If you'd have turned around and said to me, "Listen,
As you can see, I've got headphones in, so you can't. I could not hear the officer. When you stopped me, did you put your hands on me to stop me?
I
Yes
did.
or no?
I
You
did.
did.
I did today,
Okay.
yeah.
So is that not assault?
Yeah.
If you put your hands on me, is that not
Well,
assault?
listen, there's my shoulder
Yes or
number.
no?
There's
Yes
my
or
shoulder
no?
number.
Yes or no?
I'll tell you
Yes
what,
or no?
girl, you think you're a bit of a clever lad, don't you?
What? Because I know my laws,
Listen,
mate.
listen.
Because I know my laws. What, am I clever, mate? Mate, I'm not trying to cause a problem. I'm not causing a problem here. You stopped me. I'm not obligated to give you my name or number. I haven't done nothing wrong.
I'm gonna tell you now. You can record this if you like.
I
I'm
am
gonna
going.
report you for not having a face mask. Yeah. Because you showed me that. Yeah.
I showed you.
Yeah,
I
and
showed
I've
you
showed-
my.
and I've showed
I
you
showed
mine.
you this.
And I've
Yeah.
showed you mine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which also means when you have asthma, you're not obligated to wear a face mask.
Yeah.
Which is why you have the exemptions. Is that not correct?
No, it's not correct.
Of course that's correct,
Well,
mate.
I've got asthma. Where's my exemption? I don't have exemption. I've got to wear mine.
By choice, which is your choice.
Yeah.
It's totally up to you, mate, because you're a sovereign being. You have a decision to make authority over yourself. Just as I have,
Have a
mate.
little rewind here. Do you think honestly? Yeah. Do you think honestly You answered me.
So what are you
civilly.
stopping for? Because I've got things to do.
Civilly.
Am I being detained?
Yeah. I asked you if
Am
you
I being
know-
detained?
I asked you if
Am
you
I being
know-
detained?
Yes,
Yes
I
or
am.
no?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm being detained.
Yes,
Under
you
what
are.
section?
Yeah.
What am I being detained for?
Face coverings. There we go. So I'll go for it now, sir. Yeah? There's the form. I'm going to go through
Yep.
it. If you want to contest it, that's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And this requires your details. What are your details?
Can you show me, please? What's this code?
Offender details.
For what? So can you show me, please? Can you please read out the section so I can understand, because it's not clear to me.
This is a penalty fixed notice. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Under what section? For what? So without exemption, with an exemption, I still get a fixed notice, penalty
Listen.
fine. It doesn't make sense to me, mate, because that's not the law, is it? You've stopped me, you've grabbed me, you put your hands on me, stopped me. You don't know me.
Are
So
you
how
there?
do you know if I'm dead? So don't harass me.
allowed to walk.
Yeah, I'm allowed to walk on my own. I don't need...
What a jackass. This is only a minute and a half, okay. Scottish police? I know. I have read, like, almost no bit messages this whole stream. The guy was in Mexico because he fled the country. Yikes.
Right, I know I've just asked you this again. I'm just going to ask you just to confirm the last time. You're not going to give us your details.
Am I obliged?
You're going to give us your details. You are under Section 165 of the Road Traffic Act because you're driving a motor vehicle on a public road.
Can you cite me the law that requires me
I just
to
have
provide?
165 of the Road Traffic Act.
That's an act and a statute, it's not a law.
Are you going to step out of the vehicle?
Am I required to do so?
Are you going to step out of the vehicle?
Am I lawfully required to do
Well,
so?
you're going to be arrested, so...
Under what crime have I committed to warrant my arrest?
Obstructing a police officer in the course of his duties.
Can you?
All right.
Have you got a warrant for that? Have you got a... Shit, man. Yeah, you can't be doing that, right? You'll be committing assault. That's assault, mate. I'll put it in my pocket, please. Put it in my pocket. No.
Well, that one was pretty short and sweet, eh? Okay, let me get some of these bit messages. Voss Raven, like a cartel member? Has this man seen how U.S. police behave? Rick Blood, thank you for following. 74Quid74 says, I can hide my rifle or my dick, not both. Color by me with 20 bits. Every time he says 2, I cringe. That's the familiar you, and it must be grating that cop's nerves. Daddy Sume with 20 bits, and this is how you get shot and thrown in a ditch. Logarth with 20 bits, the federales are not to be trifled with. This guy is... woo! Ross Raven with 20 bits. Right, he doesn't understand Spanish, but he definitely knows the ins and outs of the Mexican Constitution. Towing 24 with 20 bits. Maximum Kevin and Karen energy. Daddy Sume with 20 bits. Oh, this one. We have watched this one before. Had we? Andrew Batella with 20 bits. These sovereign citizens need a safe word. Killjoy102 with 100 bits. Crikey, me arm! Logarth with 20 bits. I wonder guns. Why? Drugs. They don't. Mental health. Towing 24. That I am a real cop response is totally a cop who's dealt with this a dozen times and he just knows this day is going to be a shit fest. Voss Raven with 20 bits. I hate when non-US sovereign citizens try to use Black's Law Dictionary crap. At least come up with a country-specific reason for your BS. It won't help you, but I'd appreciate the effort. I have seen American sovereign citizens cite the Magna Carta, so it kind of goes both ways. Riley Grace Roshong, thank you for following. D3 Monix, thank you for following. That XY Girl with 50 bits. I'm sorry, but he seemed to be on the verge of a breakdown. I know this city from his Facebook page, so I linked the video Crime Stoppers and included a brief summary. Oh, okay. Coolio. Talking about Marcel, I'm guessing. Ralph Lou, thank you for following. Oogle74, thank you for resubscribing. Asopayadi, thank you for following. Empty the Tanks with 20 bits. I have a team meeting, but I'm going to leave the stream playing for my dogs to listen to. Maisie loves listening to you while she naps. Great. Maisie, who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? We'll see if that helps. Gypsy Witch Rocky, thank you for following. Very Tall Hobbit with 20 bits. Says, LMAO, he's not good at anything but making me laugh. Daddy Sume with 20 bits, Daddy's here. Alright, that's as far back as I'm going. Otherwise, we'd be here all day reading the bit messages from the raid. And that was like a ridiculous number of bit messages that I just can't get to. But I'll keep up with them for the rest of the stream. Riley Grace Roshong is a trans woman studying to be a lawyer and also makes content on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I've seen her channel before. I think I've actually rated her. I could be wrong, though. I really like when people, like Leonard French or Legal Eagle. I love when people who know the law go over, like, legal documents and stuff. It's so good. I have rated her? Okay, I thought so. I've caught small bits of her streams. I need to go catch full ones at some point. I assume she probably has a YouTube channel or something. I gotta go catch some longer streams. But yeah. I love when people like look at legal documents and stuff and explain what's going on. It's very interesting.
What's going on? Oh, shut up. It's no wee joke. It's our first day.
Is this from a TV show or something? Because I can't play clips from, like, TV shows. Unless it's brief and I'm commenting on it for some reason. Like a fair use thing, but...
He's off duty. Are you
trying to be smart?
Are you off duty? Are you an off-duty officer right now?
We're always on duty, ma'am.
Are you off duty right now?
Registration and proof of insurance, please.
Am I being detained?
May I see a license?
Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
You're not being detained.
Okay, then I will see. You have a good day.
Okay.
Goodbye.
I'll see you.
Did he try and stop her while he's off duty? I don't think the cops are supposed to do that. Jesus Christ. What if I don't consent to copyright laws? Oh, my job would be a lot easier if that's how it worked.
All right, hey everyone, Jeff here at piratesblogspot.com. It's the 23rd of December, 2020. Anyway, good news, I got my situation with PayPal taken care of, and you know, a lot of people right now, this time of the year, especially, and with so many people out of work, a lot of people trying to hack into your accounts and things, which, you know, I just tell everybody, hey, if you have a cell phone, don't give anybody online your cell phone number, ever. If you want to, you know, there's services out there that you can get a phone number for messages only, or get one of these. Don't take your tracking advice with you every time you go somewhere, because your patterns get logged into your Google or whatever. It's a pain in the ass. Take this when you go somewhere. Or if you have an emergency, you know, call whoever. But anyway, it's funny to me that a lot of people out here.
Oh, shit. What just happened? Yikes.
Or if you have an emergency, you know, call whoever. But anyway, it's funny to me that a lot of people out here, these anti-vaxxer women, and I get it, they don't want the government. They're like, hey, these are my kids. You can't just put stuff in them. And
where did I get this from? Baja ordered this for me. If you see me in any cute clothes, chances are Baja got it for me. She's wonderful.
These experimental jabs, and you know, it's unconstitutional and blah, blah, blah. Well, let me tell you something. As a U.S. citizen, you don't have any rights as they're described to you under the Constitution or anything like that.
That's not really true. I would argue that there are certainly a lot of situations in the United States where people's rights are being infringed upon, but at least legally speaking, you do have rights, and hopefully they'll be upheld when things go through the court system, but law is a man-made system and inherently is going to be flawed. People are going to make mistakes. People are going to infringe on what we consider other people's rights, intentionally or otherwise, and that's not good. But to say no one has any rights is not really the case. It's not true.
Has nothing to do with you. As a U.S. citizen, you waived all of that for certain benefits and privileges with being an employee of a foreign corporation, a bankrupt foreign corporation, which is actually run and now in receivership and run by the United Nations and the European central bankers. I mean, it's just that simple. You registered it. And I'll explain that. When you were born on the land, you were considered heirs of the land and assets of our country. But within hours, undeclared agents of the federal state franchise get our mothers to sign certificates of live birth. These documents are misrepresented as the simple recordings of the baby's birth. Instead, they are registrations of commercial vessels using the baby's name and serving to make the state franchise beneficiary of the baby's estate on the...
Okay, again, I'm not going to listen to this whole one because it's boring, but he's going into the sovereign citizen belief that birth certificates are basically bonds that are collateralized by your ability to work, and that they are traded on the open market between countries, and you're effectively a slave. That's not what birth certificates are. Birth certificates are literally legal certificates that show you were born, when, where, by whom.
Is it really true?
They're gonna fucking die in hell, bitch! Right along with you, devil and fucking whore! Listen to this song! Watch the video, it's me in it, bitch!
Hello there, this is Winston, and he is a very angry man. In this first clip, best I can tell, the store owner or the people in the live stream called the police on him.
No, I think I've... Is this the guy that prayed? This guy might be the guy that prayed to Trump. Yeah, I think he's the guy that prayed to Trump.
Oh shit, what's wrong with it? More than 3 feet protruding from the vehicle, you gotta have a flag on. Okay. I didn't know that. You got insurance? No, you won't? That's right.
You can't tell me to get out of my vehicle. It's not considered my homestead. It's considered something different. But this is why I need protection right here. I'm doing nothing wrong. Because everything is up. Trump. Tag in Donald Trump. I'm not doing anything. Please just pray for me. Please, somebody tag in Donald Trump. Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please, Donald Trump, please save me. Please save me, Donald Trump, please. I'm asking you. Please save me. Please save me. Please get these people away from me. In dear God's name, please stop these people. They're breaking.
Oh yeah, this one's a trespassing in the post office one. They like to go to the post office and mess with people.
Recording too, so it's great. Good. We'll be at the Secret Sisters Boutique across from the post office now.
Who teaches these people weird beliefs? It started with people writing books in the 70s and 80s and starting little cult groups that were basically little, you know, you'd go and you'd live on their compound and they believed all this stuff, and they sort of lived together in little almost commune-like areas. You can still see remnants of this today and people emulating that. Ronnie Davis was a good example. He's in prison now for the unlawful practice of law, but he had a similar sort of culty little group that would go around doing the sovereign citizen stuff, harassing people and all that. But anyway, in the 70s and 80s, these groups got together and sort of formed little legal cults where they believed this stuff, and then those ended up breaking apart in a lot of the people, but it wasn't like a catastrophic, you know, breaking apart like some cults. They didn't like drink a bunch of Kool-Aid or try and go take a ride, you know, on a spaceship hiding behind a comet. Instead, they just sort of broke apart, and they ended up people moving all over the country from these cults started spreading their beliefs to other people. And then it really took off with the rise of the internet, because people on forums and in different areas ended up teaching these bullshit beliefs to other people, and it just sort of spread like a meme. So, you know, like a lot of dumb beliefs, the internet really helped foster it. It's not good. Also, it's pretty popular in some prisons. Prisoners will tell this stuff to each other because it sort of preys on desperate people. Of course, I don't think they understand the irony of taking legal advice how to get away with crime from people who are in prison, but they're desperate people, right? And they're trying to get out of their crime, whatever it happens to be. So it's not good. A lot of it's the internet.
You're harassing me right now.
I just need a name and date.
You're harassing me.
Fun fact, Kent Hovind, creationist who went to jail for 10 years for tax evasion, is a sovereign citizen. And he actually did a VHS tape where he tried to teach people sovereign citizen stuff. We gotta watch it at some point. We watched one of them, but there's a second one that I wanted to take a look at. It's a little dry, though. So I don't know, it would have to be kind of a chill stream where we're not expecting too much excitement, but it's interesting.
Leave me alone.
You guys are good to go once you get
Leave me alone. No, leave me alone.
Once we get a name and date of birth, I can
Nope.
do that.
Nope.
Okay, so he was trespassing in the post office, and then he went into some other business or something to try and run from the cops?
You need to leave me alone, dude. Leave me alone.
You're obstructing my duties.
Leave me alone.
Get this done. So
You're obstructing me, so I can't help
if
you.
you're obstructing my duties, it's a misdemeanor offense.
Hey,
Should we call the marshals?
let's do that. Let's call the marshals.
Go ahead, call them up.
I'm gonna wait till he does something.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Warning, by the way, this video, I think I caught a glimpse of this the other day, is going to have this cop sort of restraining an older gentleman in a pretty extreme way. So if that's a bit too much for you, I understand. Just a fair warning.
Yeah, see, we haven't. Yeah, see, we haven't went through the advisor. We just had a wellness nutrition area. It's gonna be the wellness nutrition store just next to the Secret Sisters boutique. Realize I am code 4. They're just refusing to identify.
I'm just gonna make a recommendation. You leave me alone.
I'm sorry, what was that?
A recommendation. You leave.
Alpha Marcio says, I hate sovereign citizens because they make me feel bad for cops. This is one of the reasons I like sovereign citizen videos, because I think it's an exercise, and human beings, we tend to try and find, like, a good guy and a bad guy in every given situation. We think of things in very black and white terms, even when we know better and know we shouldn't do that. I think sovereign citizen videos, at least of American cops, are often a good exercise in training yourself to recognize that there can be two bad actors in a given situation. Like, I can look at a sovereign citizen and go, that's stupid, you're being ridiculous, you're breaking the law, you should not be doing what you're doing. But also often in these videos, not all the time, but a lot of the time, especially for the American cop ones, the cop goes way overboard. They escalate the situation, they use way too much force. So, like, I can both look at the sovereign citizen and go, What you're doing's not cool, and also look at the cop and say, like, you're also being a dick and using way too much force. So I think it's a good exercise in training your brain to be able to recognize that and not immediately try and take a side as if there has to be, like, a perfect good person and an evil bad person in every situation. Often people are just really flawed and do a whole variety of different sort of bad actions. I think it's good for that.
Leave me alone.
Okay, once I get your name and date of birth, I'll do that.
What name do you want?
Your name.
Legal name? You want the legal name? Because that's not my name.
Okay, then what is your name?
No, sir. You got no jurisdiction. You need to walk.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No.
Do you know what a non-citizen U.S. national is?
Okay. Do you know what a business is? And
Do you know what a non-citizen U.S. national
And
is?
if they want to formally trespass.
Do you know what a non-citizen U.S.
We can get you done. And
I'm
get
not
you out of
gonna.
here.
I'm not gonna talk to you.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
That's fine.
You need to leave me alone.
As soon as I get your name and date of birth, I
Don't
can.
put your hands on me.
As soon as you give me
I'm
a
warning
name
you
and date
right
of
now.
birth.
Do not put your hands on
Just
me.
need a name and date of birth from both of you.
Nope. I'm gonna walk down to Smith's.
Okay.
All right. So I'll meet you a little later. Split up. Just hang out here for a while.
Okay.
I want to.
Sorry, you okay?
Hey, hey,
Help! 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 Let me alone! Let me alone! Let
hey!
me alone! Help!
Why are you doing that?
Help!
Yeah.
Help! 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 Help!
Roll him.
Help!
Down. Back up.
Help! Help! Help!
Don't you put your hands on me. Fuck off.
Gun. Gun. We're fighting. Want to take it?
Citizen. Don't fight it.
They're hurting me!
Let him.
On my leg!
Please, guys.
A liar!
Stop
You're a
it.
liar!
Stop it.
You're a
Richard.
liar!
Richard, stop. He touched you first.
That's right.
He blocked your way. He tried to stop you.
Leave me alone! Get off my leg!
Get up on your feet.
That was an extreme reaction from the cops. He's an old man.
Stand up on your feet. Stand up on your feet.
I can't! You hurt me! I can't!
He's
You bastard!
disabled too. He's disabled. I'm just telling you.
I can't!
You guys picked on the wrong guy.
He was also armed.
You picked on the.
Sure, he was armed, but this is the United States of America, and we have a Second Amendment right. Now, I don't always agree with how that ends up happening in law, but, like, you can't just be like, oh, he's got a gun, therefore we're gonna hurt him. Like, that's not how it works. Either you have a right to a gun or you don't. You know what I mean? You can't say, okay, you have a right to a gun, but if you have one, we're gonna treat you real bad. That's not how it works.
The wrong guy. He's a non-citizen U.S. national.
Sometimes sovereign citizens will call themselves that. They're citizens.
I'm just his friend. No, I don't have ID.
Well, then what's your name?
Non-citizen U.S. national.
You don't
No,
have a name? Well, then you can go to jail too.
Oh, great.
You need to identify yourself.
I need to give him his glasses.
You need to at least provide your name and date of birth according to the United States constitutional law.
Do you know what a non-citizen U.S. national is? Would you? Can I give this to
We
him?
need to talk to you too.
Okay, come on in here. I
Come
got
on
my
out.
stuff in here.
Come on
I got
out.
my stuff in here.
Come out here, we'll talk out
Okay.
here.
Here, glasses right there. He's right there.
Good.
Greg, bring this to me.
Make
I'm
sure
a
you have any
non-citizen
weapons on it.
U.S. national. Non-citizen U.S. national, sir.
If this were a movie, this guy would be played by Paul Giamatti.
Not combative. I'm new. Not at all.
All I did was ask you for an ID or your name and date of birth.
Yeah, and I said I don't have to give it to you, but I'll give
It
you
is
the
a thing,
passport.
but I doubt they're that. Let me take a look. Is it like someone with a visa living in the United States? Well, all U.S. citizens are nationals. Not every U.S. national is a citizen. Very few fall into this category. National is defined by the Immigration and Nationality Act. Currently, only those born or with ties to the outlying U.S. possession of the... American Samoa and Swains Island are born as non-citizen U.S. state nationals. Oof. Okay. They're allowed to reside and work in the United States without restrictions. They're given U.S. passports with special endorsements. May apply for citizenship. Protected, blah, blah. They're not granted the same rights and benefits as citizens. That's fucked up. What's up with that?
Right now, you're under the Constitution, right? You're in
No.
the United States of America. Yes, you have to abide by the laws
Well,
of this country.
the passport's right in there.
So you have to identify yourself. So let's go outside and have a
Okay,
chit-chat.
I'll show you the passport. I got it.
The reason why we're here is because the post office...
Can you let go?
Clava Faustna with 20 bits says, I had a chat with my mom about non-heteronormativity as a closet bi in ethical non-monogamy relationships. It was super cringe to hear how non-straight people are less trustworthy and likely to cheat. Oof. Sorry. Sorry she has those stereotypes and stuff going on.
Wants you and your buddy trespass.
Yeah, post offices are federal.
Make sure you come outside here.
Yeah.
The post office wants you and him trespassed.
Yeah.
In order for us to do that, we have to identify you.
You have to
Okay?
identify the person?
Yes.
Okay. I got that in there.
And you both refused to cooperate with my partner here and walked away
He's
from him.
literally
and
screaming
went into
out
the
his
store.
rights.
We're not subject
Yeah, I don't
to the
think he
jurisdiction of the
realizes
United
You're subject
States.
to the jurisdiction of the United States
Okay,
if you're
well-
in the United
States. Okay.
Douglas, you are trespassed from the post office.
Protected person.
If you return to the post office, you will be arrested for trespassing.
Who is you?
Is that clear?
Who is you?
I am Deputy McGill of the Nye County Sheriff's Office.
Who
Rough,
is you?
Nevada. You.
Who
this
is?
physical
Who is you?
This physical object.
Who
Have
is
a good
you?
day. See you later. Bye.
What name? What
Bye-bye.
name? What name? Oh, okay. Can I have
Goodbye.
my property? Please. Thank you. Where's my passport?
Oh, Armandar, he walked away from you also?
I want a passport.
Say
Where's
again,
my
I can't
passport?
hear you. You want to go?
Where's my passport?
Okay, I put it in there.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye. You need to leave.
He doesn't need to do anything he doesn't want to. You don't have a key for God. You're just a guy with a pretensions of friends.
Just relax, Richard. Richard, it's okay. Relax. It's all right. They're gonna get in trouble.
Well, that one's just a shit show.
Casey, what we doing?
This one looks good. Sovereign citizen group serve their fake notice of treason on the mayor of Bristol, UK. So they're gonna try and serve a fake legal notice to a mayor. That should go well.
We are serving the council, the mayor of Bristol, with a notice against aiding and abetting treason and using criminal coercion to enforce draconian rules.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Ready? Come on, guys. Right, go. Good afternoon.
I'm here to serve notice on Martin Rees, Mayor of Bristol, on behalf of the sovereign citizens of Bristol.
I need somebody to exit the building. We're here under lawful action.
Yeah, we will use restriction, sorry sir. Sorry sir. We just should receive your legs as well, sorry sir.
We're under lawful action.
Yes.
Clears that.
We're serving notice on Martin Rees for treasonous actions.
Serving notice on Martin Rees for treason.
Fickett, as he said, my brother just made an anti-commie club, and I don't know how to react. I'm free. Is he 12? That sounds like something a 12-year-old would do.
Treasonous actions.
Excuse me, what's your name? What's your name, sir? Could you have a name? Could you get the name, please?
They'll come down later on and pick it up.
No, we need it to serve now.
We need to serve it now.
He needs to come down right now.
If not him, then one of his aides or his solicitors or his servitor.
Yeah, as soon as it's done, we'll go.
We just need someone high enough to come and accept this. It has to be done in
We need to hand it over to
It's a
them.
legal document.
I doubt it's an actual legal document. Where would you get a notice of treason legal document?
Social distance.
Phoning his big daddy on the phone. We've got the other bloke here. It's just basically said, well, someone will come down and collect it later. So obviously the council don't care that we're holding a legal document in our hands, and we are their constituents. We give them the power. We are the ones that vote for them. They should fear us. We should not fear them.
By the way, mate.
So
Really
wait here
appreciate
until
your help.
someone comes down and takes this out of my hands in a legal and lawful manner.
And we will stay here until that happens.
He's 17 and 2 steps away from being excited for Civil War. Yikes. Does he watch John Doyle?
So will I. Thank you for your help, though, buddy.
Yeah, you did great.
Right.
Yeah.
What he's doing is actually irresponsible and it's against the law, real law.
Bring him up the building. Is he on the phone too? We're going to be here.
Is he on his way down?
Not so far, no.
But he's in the building,
I'm
is he?
waiting for my colleague. I'm not sure if Marvin is in. But the ones with
Leave, but listen, we'll quite happily leave. We're very lawful, peaceful people.
Yeah, yeah.
We just want to hand our lawful documents over to someone that needs to have them.
People make you laugh.
go
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll just explain to them that we're not going to leave until someone takes these documents out of our hand. I don't care what he's doing. He needs to understand that we're not leaving until we hand these documents to someone.
we will leave lawfully and respectfully, sir. Yeah? Can you bear with us for 1 second, please? Thank you.
Make sure it gets to them because we know your name.
They're all high-fiving. They're like, we nailed it. We didn't even get it to the guy we wanted to give it to, but we nailed it, guys.
Chris didn't even come here. Oh my god, how fucking amazing a win. Oh my god. You've been served. Yes!
Amazing.
Humanity was a mistake. Try squid people next time. That'll probably work out. Instead of monkey people. We're all stupid ape people. Oh no! Alright. To close out today's stream, let's circle back around to where we started today. And that's with our good friend Marcel Bissett.
Screen. So let's go back to share screen. And here we go. So here we go. Marcel, or whatever you're calling yourself this week, you're totally delusional. Get help and get a win screen fundraising. That'll work. Okay, so again, I'm going to delete this. Remember, I showed you my name change, so not fraudulent. That guy's full of shit. Sam Willis. Okay. What a Lulu. Okay.
The squid people are already among us, and their tentacles reach far and wide. Good. Voss and Raven, all the love for what you do, but it's 5 o'clock here, and I can't do more Marcel. Peace. Well, thanks for coming to the stream.
You fucking idiot. Okay. Power trip much? Way to bully that poor woman. Referring to me being violated in a store by someone trying to strip rights. Okay, who's committing a war crime
Is
against
this
me, and I
new?
stood up for
No.
rights, which means I'm standing up for yours. Ha ha.
I find it funny, too, because when Marcel comes to my comments, He bitches about comments being deleted, which we don't delete. YouTube might do it, I don't know. But, like, we've never deleted Marcel's comments except for threats. When he threatens people, we do remove those comments. Reasonably so. But here he is in a video deleting people's comments that he doesn't like. It's almost like he's a hypocrite. Funny how that works. Did someone say squid, people? Hi, Antipodian Squid. How you doing?
Peacemaker Society is a joke, bro. When you get to court, have fun. When the judge laughs your ass right out of the building. Right? So the judge acknowledged what we're doing. My lawyer acknowledged what we're doing. The Merc with whatever. Ladies and gents, the biggest idiot in the world. Effing idiot in the world. Okay, so there's 5. I'm going to just read down. Or do I have to go in the 2? Well, I'm surprised you're real. I had to do some Googling to find you from all the compilation vids because I thought it was fake, but this is real. I understand sovereigns have certain beliefs, but don't you think this is a bit much to threaten finding people's addresses, file liens, and demand they be fired just because they pissed you off by following your country's health laws? Again, legality is not law, you guys. This guy's full of shit. I'm in the U.S. and don't know Canada, but aren't they following the law because of the pandemic? Again, legality is not law. That guy's a moron. You're going to
Legality is law.
end up in jail. No.
How do root words work?
I'm not in jail. They can't put me in jail. I don't break the law. Okay, I'm not trying to make fun of you, but seriously, dude, you're recording your TV trying to show us a video. This is so lame. You can't hear the TV. It looks awful. Again, that guy's actually valid, so I get that. Yeah. Thanks, man. See, somebody cool. There we go. San Francisco gangster, you're cool. Shout out. Good to you. Can you react to Little Baby Bigger picture? I promise you won't regret it. I'll have to come back to that one. That sounds interesting. The audio is really bad. If you won't make more videos, I suggest you do something about it because your viewers won't be able to understand very well what was being said. I'll approve that because that's just him honestly trying to help. You bet. Tim Pool is the worst. I'm not sure who that is. I'll have to look into that.
No, Marcel! No, don't look into Tim Pool. Go back.
That awkward moment when you prove that you have zero understanding of the law and promptly become the first Karen to straight up inhale word salad. Okay, this is someone just, again, who's wrong. You guys have seen I'm right. A criminal is Peacemaker Society. Again, not true. We've proven, and yeah. Yeah, threatening them is really going to keep you. Stop 5G moron. Stop being an idiot. Sovereign. Again, blah, blah, blah. Looks like it doesn't work on protests. You fucking moron. Yeah, have you actually got any court paperwork that supports the win basis on your sovereign movement argument? Again, we went over that. I showed you guys already. I do. No follow-up on this either. I'm guessing it didn't go as planned and you're all talk. I don't know what he's talking about. No follow-up. Did you get your millions? Well, I'll deal with that at some point.
Hint, he did not get his millions.
He's worked with coronavirus for a number of years. How is it possible that he's worked for a number of years with a disease that hasn't existed for even 1 year later?
There are other coronaviruses other than COVID-19. It's COVID-19, meaning it's a coronavirus that was discovered in 2019. There are other coronaviruses. I believe SARS was also a coronavirus.
Off the drugs, bro. That guy's misquoting me. He's an idiot. Deleted, dumbass. Haha, you're just sad. I feel for you, man. Again, people are full of shit. This is what happens all day, every day, you guys. So here's some free advice. Don't compare yourself to great men when you're just a piece of shit, whack job. Again, I have taught what other people couldn't. My results are beyond even the greatest. And you guys will continue to see that develop in reality as other people learn my work and do it. This is a joke. Way to make a big deal out of nothing. Vomit, blah, blah, blah. LOL. My teeth are terrible, apparently. Well, within that, they could use a little work. But I put it all into teaching you guys you're right. So you're deleting all the comments now. Sad little man, blah, 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 bullshit. So any updates? That one I'll allow through, and I'll get to that. Okay. Erroneous information, threats, typical soft sit idiot. Again, whoever, who's this? Greg Shields, you're a fucking moron. Fuck you. I've proven I'm right. That guy's an idiot. So again, you see, you guys, you keep going through this. So let's scroll down. There's 515. Again, you see some people who are very supportive, but a lot of you are just jerks who are cowards. So to all the haters, you're a joke. Fuck you. I've proven this is right. You guys want to go ahead and get killed, you go ahead.
End the stream by hitting the gavel and dismissing us. Sounds good. I'll try and remember.
Okay, so I'm going to read this to you guys because I get this one every now and again, and this is full of shit. So I'm just going to explain why. I didn't injure anyone's party. Freedom of speech and explaining consequence of actions is not an injured party. Unless I touch them or do something, that's not an injury. So this is where this is full of shit, and this is the difference. They also don't found common law courts to approve anything, and they can outrank me because I am the highest level of court there is. They could be equal to me in jurisdiction.
Actually, Marcel, I have a gavel, so I am above you in jurisdiction, okay? I'm telling you, go buy a gavel. It makes everything you do feel much more legitimate. And it's also really satisfying just to bang on stuff with it. Ah, yes. Ugh.
And if I committed a crime, they could absolutely hold me accountable.
Marcel, you might be a Chief Justice, but I'm a Super Justice. Actually, no, I'm a Super Saiyan 3 Justice, okay? That's a very high level of justice, okay? I know all the laws.
But I don't and didn't, and freedom of speech is not a crime. So I'm Judge H.R. Lincoln of the North American Freedom Court, which is probably full of shit, but we'll find out. And you called and made a threat to one of my clients. As you no doubt aware, my court supersedes your Canadian corporate court due to the Treaty of Paris, Article 3, and Article 4 of the same document allows me to collect whatever debts you may owe. Since you defamed and harassed my client, we expect payment within 10 business days in the form of $10 million. You make payment in a variety of ways. And again, so for this to actually be valid, they would have to serve it in mail with proof of servings, right? So failure to act may also make you liable for a flogging as per the treaty.
They're parodying you, Marcel. Do you not get it? Daddy Sume with 20 bits. Someone get Hannah a Warhammer. Summon the Elector Counts. Bring Gal Maraz. Andrew Batella. But Hannah, the gavel only gives you the color of law. That color is purple.
Treaty of Paris.
I know that's not what color of law means. It's a joke.
Yeah, that's stupid shit. So fuck them. Bullshit. Not a lawyer. I never said that I was. I'm a rights advocate, especially my own
You said you're a Chief Justice.
rights. Miles some legs. You're a loser. Clients, you mean drug customers. This is Jason Ripa. He's the landlord. I'm glad we came across this guy. This is the landlord that I rented an apartment for BJ, who was the homeless guy that we were renting the island from. And it didn't go well. Jason whined to me that BJ had a girl over. I don't know, but maybe Jason likes guys. Beats me, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But, at first it was very nice. And then after it went south, he asked me to get him to leave. So I told him to leave. BJ leaving caused some damage, allegedly. So Jason says. I wasn't there, so I don't know. I told Jason to keep the damage deposit and the rent. And it covered the damages within about $100. And then he proceeded to flip out for days and tell me he's going to destroy me, all this other shit. And within that, I am an investor and I do have interest in legal marijuana. But again, that is legal and I am correct under private law. So he can absolutely kiss my ass. Jason Ripa actually threatened me a whole bunch. So if you know him, I wouldn't know him. He's some loser chess guy who thinks he knows. He actually thinks that if he can physically impose himself, he has the right to govern others, which is basically he believes in raping people commercially to govern them. I had a long in-depth conversation with him. I explained all the stuff I understand, and he just chooses not to believe it. Well, if you want to choose to be a moron, to ignore history and everyone else, then go fuck yourself. You'll deal with the consequences that are coming. You're a Chief Justice. That's amazing, but I can't find your name mentioned anywhere as a Chief Justice. Why is that? Actually, he just needs to look at my identity document. Isn't David Icke?
Again, his identity document is a thing he typed up that's like, I am Marcel Bissett. I am a Chief Justice of a private law entity. And then he had that notarized, and he thinks having something notarized makes it an official legal document that carries weight. It's not how that works.
SP, the guy who believes. Okay, David Icke, you know what? He knows a lot.
Like, I could write a piece of paper that says, like, I am God Queen of the Universe, and Marcel Bissett answers to me, and I could have that notarized. And it would mean nothing. It's just a piece of paper that I wrote words on that was notarized. A notary just is an official witness that someone signed a document. They do not check if the things in the document are legal or true. They just say, I saw this person sign this document. It's their only role.
A lot of stuff. People can judge him all they want. He's still right on most of what he says. I wonder how rich this guy is. Well, my intellectual property is worth billions, and I bring in personally 10 to 20 grand a month right now, and it's about to be millions. So, yeah, I delete the comments because most.
I remind you that he claims he pays no taxes on any of this, which is mucho illegales. I don't know words. It's very illegal.
These people, I delete shitty comments. You leave a good comment, I'll leave it up. And even
his intellectual property is worth billions. Is he the one and true creator of Sonichu? Because that's the only intellectual property that I think is worth that much.
Some of the ones that are
outside of Star Wars or Marvel, I guess.
Negative. I just searched. There was no Oklahoma law passed force vaccinated. Search, not seeing it. Again, I didn't say for Utah. I said Florida. That's where I saw the judge's document, and it will come different places, or so it seems, and hopefully it won't. Maybe something will intervene. This is just what things are at right now and how it's developing. Talking fast and using buzzwords. I talk fast because I'm used to being an outdoor salesman and talking to people over a phone or at a door. Obviously, for normal conversation, going real slow is better, but for me, it's painful. So. Lawsuit going, I don't know which one he's talking about. I don't do lawsuits. I bill and lien. Okay. As far as cancer goes, I didn't say it caused cancer. I said it sucks the oxygen out of the air. Okay, here they're just talking about how I called someone at a call center to notice. They record calls at call centers and forward them up the chain of command, and law of agent is equal. Law of agent, service upon one is equal to service upon all. All these people saying I don't know what I'm talking about are full of shit. You're insane, whack. Okay, let's just scroll down. You're morons. What a loser. And again, these are people who don't understand the rates. These are people who are sitting there paying tax. They're stupid. And again, this is where the reason that I've always gone for experts is because opinions are the lowest form of opinion. Like, no one pays for it.
Opinions are the lowest form of opinion?
People generally don't know shit. As far as the subject matter goes, they're not experts at all. Yeah, this person's asking about vaccines and that. We actually have the video from the doctor for vaccines who admits cancer and AIDS were in it, okay? So...
He thinks cancer and AIDS are in vaccines. I actually watched the video he was referencing. It was a joke. They were making a joke. And he apparently took it seriously.
Right off. And again, I don't like people's bullshit, so that's why a lot of times I would act out at people or whatever. I guess I'm at the bottom. It says there's 515. It doesn't seem like 515 to me. But you guys can see that basically a lot of people just saying crap. I don't know.
Cuts off, but that's enough Marcel anyway. I've had enough Marcel for a lifetime, I swear. Let's see who we can raid, shall we? Bad Bunny's going. Left Flank Vets is going. Does anyone have anyone that they particularly like that they think I should raid? I like to raid around, you know? Different people. Ashibu says Blizz Bear. Let me see. Yeah, sure. So thanks everyone for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. If you are new to the stream and came from the raid, thanks for hanging out for, you know, most of it. I appreciate it. Give me a follow, again, if you liked what you saw. I'll be back. What's today? Today's Sunday. I'll be back tomorrow for Chud Watch. Chud Watch is where I look at sort of news and right-wing videos and debunk them or make fun of them or rebut them, whatever you want to call it. It's a lot of fun. So show up for that. Also, Tinfoil Tuesday this week. We will debunk conspiracy theories and talk about why people believe them. It's a good time. So thanks everyone for coming to the stream. It's a lot of fun as always. Sovereign Citizen Sunday or Saturday, we'll be back next week for more fun. We'll see if Marcel responds to anything that we did today. And yeah, that's another Sovereign Citizen Sunday for the books. You're all dismissed. Have a good night, everyone.